Am I visible?
Yes.
Yes, you
Awesome.
are.
Am I visible?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
I mean,
Wonderful.
in as much as you can be, given the circumstances, but
Is my ice cubey form visible?
like, yeah, you're just
Snowman.
kind of becoming a head. That's really it, actually, just the head.
Alright.
Slowly sinking into the darkness.
So, quick recap of the last 5 minutes that had no sound. I cast Detect
My
Magic.
earbuds. Give me a second. I can keep my earbuds on so then I can listen if something happens to the audio.
Yeah, sound is okay now.
Yeah,
Still
sound
don't
will be
understand how
fine.
you can do that.
It won't. That won't happen again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen to
I
us talk and then also listen to us talk 3 seconds later.
Maybe he's not
Yeah.
listening to us at all. Maybe he just tunes us out. And
could
he's
you
like,
imagine? No,
Huh.
that's what they were saying.
no.
That would make
Because
sense.
we do this for hearing aid. Like when we're tinkering hearing aids, we basically have to do this. So eventually, you just kind of like train your hearing to be able to adapt the slight delay.
So, as I was saying, for the people at home.
That's extreme training.
So, so for the people at home, yeah,
We
recap
have
of the
now?
last 5 minutes that we didn't have sound. Basically, we cast Detect Magic on the armor, jewelry, etc. The flowers had a faint wisp of aberration. And then we counted out the gold pieces, which was
347.
And that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Yep,
And
think
we're
so. Emnail is praying. So is Lyra,
Yes.
kind of.
She's talking to her sword, talking to the Raven Queen. Yeah, that's praying, right?
I suppose so.
In a way, yeah.
And then
Oh,
one
yeah.
by one, you all fall asleep. One by one, you all wake up. Blissfully,
Thank God.
you see your first morning in a while. All of you look out the windows and see the sun beginning to peek over the trees. Or peek under the trees, I guess. Through the trees.
What kind of weird trees are these? Why is it under the trees?
Well, under the tree line. It's just kind of...
We're still in the
Moving
Feywild. Oh no.
upside down trees. Somehow you didn't notice before. All right. You all eventually wake. And are you going to gather downstairs or?
I'm gonna go straight to wherever Pap was sleeping and bang on the door. Pap, our morning run.
Yeah, Pep's already outside.
Oh, hello.
I will come out and go. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm here to pick up Pep for our, morning jog.
Oh, sorry to inform you, he's already gone downstairs, I think.
Oh no! I'm just gonna take off running, trying to find him.
I look
Right.
back at Vizio and I go like, wow, they're committed, huh?
Perhaps they should be. Committed.
Huh?
Nothing. Never mind.
But,
Humor passes
um,
through easy learning, apparently.
If there's like a window or something for this room, can I hang out at it like Tempest likes to do on these fine mornings and just watch Lyra suffer as she tries to keep up with Pep?
Of course. Now, Pep, are you hanging around waiting for her, or are you just going?
Whoops.
We lose.
Sorry about that. I assume that she'll like catch up, right?
Well, does she know where
I
you're
hope.
going?
No, she doesn't because I didn't tell her.
I'm just
Yeah.
running around, hoping to run
Lyra,
into Pep.
you exit the tavern. And the path. The road goes one way, the road goes the other way. Pep is not there.
I try to think like Pep for a moment of like left or right. What would Pep do? I spin around and I choose left, and now I'm just running, trying to catch up, find him.
All right, and which way did Pep go?
Um. Pep went.
You can flip a coin, or I meant to ask you
Yeah,
before.
Pep went right, I guess. Yeah.
Oh no. So you're both running in opposite directions. Um, so
And
Tempest,
I
you see
watched you
Lyra
all
walk
go.
out, look one way, look the other, and put both two fingers to her temple before running off to the left. Um, and after a while, neither of you coming into contact with one another. Um, the road is all one big circle. You eventually either finished with your workout, with your daily workout, or just got tired. Run back down the road to the tavern. Um, and what are the rest of you doing during this interval?
I'm gonna go find Tempest.
Okay.
I'm totally just like hanging out of the window.
Oh, it's out of the window in your room.
Yeah, like waiting to see if I can see my two favorite morning people run past again.
Well, knowing that Lyra's no longer in there, I guess I'll head over to the other room. Is the door unlocked? I assume you didn't lock it behind you when you left, Lyra? Alright.
I never lock doors.
So, I just opened the door.
Very ominous. I never lock doors.
Very,
Mute.
very stealthily, kind of open the door and peek in.
I'm literally like half hanging out of the window.
I would like to very stealthily make my way across the room.
All right. Make a stealth check.
You saw my first roll when I was sitting up.
My passive is 11.
So she just
She's distracted.
hears the. What's that?
I said she's distracted. That's fine. You hear somebody patting across the room.
The door kind of just creaks ever so slightly.
Lyra never locks the door and she never oils the hinges.
It's her personal motto.
Can I make a perception check to be like, can I tell whose footsteps it is?
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to know if I have to turn around or not. I'm very comfortable in this window. How do I roll that on here? No, not that page. Skills. That's a skill that I have. Oh no, it's not. 14.
14.
Oh yeah, to see who it is. Sorry.
Yeah. You don't hear footsteps, meaning that it's probably someone who knows how to sneak around, whom you've seen literally go invisible and sneak
Either
around.
that or
very
it's a
adroitly.
murderer coming to get me. Oh, but it's the morning. Can I be bothered fighting someone? I'm gonna just like hurriedly climb out of the window. Just go up and then hang down. Look over. See who it is coming, but like not let them push me out of the window.
Hold on, so are you climbing out of the window?
Yeah, climbing out, but like trying to go like flip up onto the roof. So then I can look down on them so this person doesn't have a chance to like push me out of the window or something.
Make an acrobatics check to try and clamber up onto the roof.
May you have my rolling luck. 8.
Yep. Not good.
No? What was it?
8.
8.
Wait, how can you see that?
It was
Oh,
on
there it is.
D&D
Oh, it's
Beyond.
in the... I can see it. Okay. An 8. No, you kind of scurry up, but then part of your robe kind of gets like caught just for a second, and you kind of lose, not fall and lose your balance, but you lose your kind of grip on the sill above you and have to grab back down. So now you're kind of or not dangling, but you're like draped over the window, off balance. And
Do I
Desiel,
see
you see
that
her
it's Jeziel now?
if you look back.
Cool. I'm just gonna
So
act like I
Desiel,
meant to
you
do
see
this.
her like start to scurry up and then just like just have a quick moment and then not go anywhere.
I'll kind of step forward and like grab the when she looks like she's gonna fall. I'll kind of like skip forward and grab the back of her cloak or cape or clothing, whatever she has.
I'm just gonna like lean back like I totally meant to do this.
Quite graceful this morning.
I was trying out a new move. I was very inspired by Pep and Lyra getting up early to train.
Just apparently. Anything interesting out there?
As per usual, they're my favorite morning entertainment.
You know, I meant to ask you some time ago, but it seems like we have not had time to ourselves the last few days or weeks or months or however long it's been. The last half dozen or so times that we have managed to sleep, shall we say, since time is a bit odd at the moment.
We should try and sleep more, actually. That would be nice.
Do you know the evening that Jew and Lyra went off to the caves and the cultists and whatnot? Do you remember this, no? A few days ago?
Yeah, cool. It really like is a bit of a struggle. I've got to pick my brain for it, but I think I remember there was like some cultists that were going and there was a monster that went and then I went
Yes.
something like that.
Yes. I know you seem a bit upset afterwards, and I was simply wondering if you were upset because you were forced to kill somebody or because you almost killed yourself. Or for some other reason,
definitely not the former one. I don't know. It's big world is scary. I've never been allowed to fight by myself before, and means not being allowed to get hurt before. But there's a first time for everything. Some of them just, leave scars.
So you had not been what before?
I've never done this before. The whole adventuring, going out, fighting the things by yourself. Flying solo, one might say. Except I'm with you guys now. Our plan's not going very well.
So you're wanting to fly solo then?
I mean, in like the more general sense of like, ooh, I'm free. This is my adventure. Not in like I'm a loner, don't talk to me. It's like, you've seen how much I talk. If I had to talk to myself all the time, it would just be round and round in circles. I think I'd get sick of myself too.
Interesting. So the killing other people does not bother you. It's the almost dying that bother you.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I've never like seen a person die before, and I mean, if they're going for you, the cultist is not a good term. Again, with the death cult, we've really got like, side note, we've got to deal with that. But cultists, scary monsters, like, people want to hurt you. I'm not gonna feel bad about it if I don't let them.
I am not judging. I am not the judgmental one here. I am simply trying to understand you better.
Where is Amnail?
What brings him back? I imagine he's in his room praying to his god and being judged for how well he prays.
That's about right. Thunder crash, Kalambor curse.
Your ears start to burn a little bit.
It's about in that moment where I start cursing I was drawing something, which, by the way, Desiel, you went out of the room with me in it, so you know exactly where I am. And I was sketching something in my little handbook, and all of a sudden I just go like this. I start hearing things and just go.
There's like licks of flames coming out from under that door.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering. Did you know? I guess the awkward conversation with Lyra last night just had me wondering. You know, if perhaps I had lost the ability to speak with someone without it being completely awkward. And also, I was wondering what Jordan.
I mean, if I'd known that's what you were coming here to test, I totally would have made it awkward on purpose.
That's why I
Oh,
tell you ahead of time my intent. But
can
anyway,
you do the time twisty thingy so I can go back and redo this properly?
no, maybe later tonight, but we may need it this morning. Or
Ah,
today
boo.
at some point. I can only do that so much. As altering the passage of time is not an easy thing to do, no?
I mean, I will admit, I haven't seen it before, which is rare with the whole magic thing. So like, brownie points for that. Actually, it's pretty impressive.
Thank you. Speaking of brownie points, Jews seem to know a lot about everything. The gods, the religions, the Feywild, anytime a thing comes up, Jews seem to be the one who knows it. This is impressive. Have you studied much in a school or something?
I'm gonna awkwardly look down at like the remnants of a school uniform that I'm wearing. I mean, some might call it a school. It was a school.
A
Yeah.
School of Magic?
I did time in school.
Or just like
A school of magic. No, magic school. Did a long time in school. And let's just say I got bored of school life. So I graduated early. When you're in school, you got a lot of time to read books. And I am a very short attention span kind of person. I read a lot of different books. So, you know, maybe not the smartest cookie in the jar, but wealth of useless facts. Until you happen to stumble across the Feywild, and then it's actually all useful.
Yeah. So did you study magic? Did you get your magic from a studying, not from some other place?
Chicken or the egg kind of thing. I didn't get my magic from studying. I was studying because I had magic. I don't know about all magic schools, but some magic schools, kind of like this whole situation actually, of like, they see someone impressive and they want them. So, I was an interesting child. So I interested them.
And then they got tired of you, or you got tired of them and ran away?
The latter one. They were very much not tired of me.
You know?
I don't do well in strict places.
Okay. Well, we have some money. I don't know if you know, if we want to split it evenly. Should we give Pep his entire amount, or should we keep it for him? Because you know the way he just gave his money to everybody else previously.
I mean, it's so funny to watch him, but also it would be lovely to teach him like responsibility. But I don't know that he has it in him. Like,
Being a
is he
wizard is
capable?
so fucking expensive, and to watch him just throw money at people, it's infuriating.
Deep breath, Deziel. It's okay. Just breathe in, breathe out. Don't let the Kellenvor vibes get you down. Maybe we can like set him up an allowance. Like, here's your actual total, but we don't tell him that. And like we say, you know, here you have like 10 gold, and you can do with it what you will. So that way he like can learn about spending and stuff, and we can use it as a teaching opportunity. Then like in the event that something happens, there's like a little bit of a buffer there. Or we could just give him the whole amount and watch him go wild, and it would be kind of funny for me and really depressing for you.
You are the wrong person to ask. Thank you. You don't use expensive components. You don't need papers for spell books or none of this, no?
No, but I did get to hear a lot of my friends complain about it wildly for like ages, like whole study sessions just spent complaining about paper costs. I mean, really, like different parchment types, different ink colors. It's like, actually, no, I did like the color conversations, but like viscosity and paper grain and
While you're
very
saying
boring.
that, he puts down 70 gold pieces on the windowsill beside you. Well, this is for you. Best wishes.
I'll take like. Drew, do I know how much like nice paints would cost?
I mean, it's a good question.
I mean, if you want, we
you
can
know-
keep the money all in one place, and just whoever needs money can spend it out of the group's money. But I don't know.
Hold on, I'm talking to the DM. Give me 1 sec.
Paint is paint and brushes are relatively inexpensive for the most part. Like you can get them anywhere. A nicer like paint set, if you wanted to get enough of it to last you, would run a few gold.
Okay, and you put down 70 gold beside me?
Yeah.
I'll take 10 for me, and then I'll give the other 60 back and say, for the expensive paper, and the ink, and the components, and the yada 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 yada. You hear it once, you hear it 100 times.
Okay.
Alright, I've heard it a lot in my life. Why be a wizard if you don't want to, you know, it's expensive. Go be a cleric or something.
Well, I mean, there are rewards too. Well, thank you.
I mean, you
Prizing
can do
300
the
gold
time
piece
you-
diamonds.
I mean, you can do the cool, like, timey.
Justice is true. Well, I will keep it safe for you. If you change your mind and you need it, let me know.
Nah, it's okay. I really just need paint. And maybe some, like, laundry detergent. I don't know. This robe is kind of dirty. But if you do ever feel like giving Pep his whole amount and just letting him roam free, let me know so I can set myself up at a good place to watch. Hey, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I want questions.
Okay.
I didn't think of my questions. Before now, what were you doing? I feel like I know everyone but you.
Really?
Hmm.
And what do you know of the others? Like, why is it you know everyone but me?
Well, because I feel like you do a lot of asking the questions, but not a lot of, like, having the questions asked. Probably because the rest of us are idiots.
No, it's simply nobody asked. I am interested in getting the
Well,
but now you ask.
Is-
I was
now I
traveling.
ask.
He was traveling east. I was traveling west. We ran into each other. I found something of his, and he asked me to return it. And yeah, I was headed, you know, this way, more or less.
but I said before now. What were you?
I was.
Why were you headed this way? Where were you before that?
Well, before that, I was east, which is why I was headed west. No.
And what was east?
Nothing was east. That's why I was going west. I If there was something interesting to the east, then I would not have left. No, I was on the way to visit family. Perhaps. Family that may or may not be there anymore.
There is in like they've gone to visit Kellenvor and the Raven Queen for tea, or there is in like they're on vacation.
I don't know. I was told that I have family there, and that was years ago. I don't know if this is true, if they are still there. I don't know. This is why I was going.
You were told that you have family there
Yes,
by,
other family.
and so you left your other family to go visit the other family.
So I became separated from my family at a very young age, and I ended up.
Oh, okay. Me too. High five.
Okay. High five. Okay. I was separated from my family at a very young age and found another family of sorts with others who similarly without parents. And we ended up taking care of each other for some time. And a situation arose in which it was best for me to leave them for my own good, for their own good. And so the last of the family that may actually be related to me by blood, there's only one place I know to look, and they may or may not be there.
Hey, all you gotta do is just keep persistently asking questions until the person eventually answers them. Dog with a bone, Desiel. But thank you for telling me.
No,
I appreciate being trusted. Now we all know each other's origin stories. This is great. It's almost like we're a party of adventurers destined for greater things. They'll write a book about us one day. Or that
So-
creepy bard will write a song.
So do you know Amnael's backstory? Like where he comes from?
From what I gather, he's one of these guys, and I'll make the gesture of the halo, but I'm not bringing my fingers out of my nice little cocoon. He has a dad who has a horse that can just be magicked out of thin air. Everyone from where he's from is kind of grumpy and judgmental. His god is the death god, and I think he was on a different plane. I don't know. He keeps hinting at like, "Ooh, I planar walked before." So I'm gonna assume the celestial plane, but maybe I don't know somewhere else. He does have like creepy celestial vibes, so I don't know if there's one of those. Maybe it's a plane of horses. Oh my god, that really is terrifying. So he's from the previous celestial horse plane. His dad is someone important. I remember that bit too. And now he's here. No idea why, but you know, he is. You know, walking around with a giant knife, stabbing people, casting magic, doing the thing.
Nothing is by you. You seem to have him down to a down pat.
That's me. Fine investigator extraordinaire. Tempest. Should make cards.
Well, speaking of him, I believe I'm going to go back and find him and perhaps get some breakfast. Forgive me
Okay.
for interrupting your morning entertainment.
No, I don't think that we're looping back around anytime soon anyway. But, I mean, thank you for coming to talk to me. I'm a little sad I didn't get to make you just feel like you'd completely lost your charismatic touch. But this is good. We're trusting each other. That's a new thing. It's... Ooh,
What do you know of Kendra?
teamwork.
Kendra. What do you know of
It's
Lyra?
Kendra.
What do you know of Lyra? Do you
I know her. I know of her.
Okay. Well, you said you know everybody's background, and so now I'm curious.
Well, I ran off with her partly because I was curious. I didn't think I was gonna get mauled at the end of it all. But you know, what's adventuring without a little battle wound? A lot of blood. A lot of ouchie. I'm just gonna stay at the back of the group from now on. Yeah, she honestly, I mean, I like her. She's also very entertaining. Um, it's kind of cute just watching her flail a bunch. Like, I'm definitely a human. Super duper human. The more she says it, the less convincing it gets. She's also really bad at acting. A princess was. Ooh, ooh. I reckon I could offer to give her lessons and, like, not offend her.
This is a difficult one.
Right.
If you offer to help somebody, essentially, you're saying, hey, you suck at this thing. I can make you better.
I feel like she would appreciate it if I offered it with, like, a hey, friendship slap. Wanna practice acting with me?
Just the slap is the important part, I believe.
Yes. Okay. I mean, I just want to help her out, you know. I don't know. I don't know her story. I don't know if any of us fully know her story. Except maybe you. You read her journal. You probably know her story. But the fact that you're not sharing it means I definitely don't know her story right now. Yeah, I don't know. She's open enough that I'm not concerned.
You just seem very sure that you knew everybody but me. And
I mean, it was in like I knew something about them. I feel like I knew very little about you. I don't know if it was by any fault of your own, except the fact that like you do a lot of the question asking, and none of us ever was like, "Hey, we should ask a question too." You're very good at asking questions, so you know.
thank you. Well, see you downstairs for breakfast at some point.
Okay. If you guys want to go shopping, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go wander off to town and buy paints. Are we
I
near
will be
town? Yes,
shopping
we are.
myself as well.
Okay. I'll wait for you guys then.
Very well.
Somewhere.
I'll swing by our room. Is MNail still there? Drawing.
We
Well,
Several papers crumpled up at his feet.
Car marks.
Shall we go downstairs? Oh, by the way, I have the money. Do you want the money we were given by the princess, the uppity one?
as I'm finishing drawing something, I'll look up and I go, oh, yeah, let's eat. I don't know. Are you going to go buy something? Because I wanted to buy a few things, but if we're going together, there's no real necessity for divvying up the money right now.
Okay. Well then, no. I guess not.
Um,
Yes, I plan on. There are things I need. Things I've been
cool.
waiting for weeks apparently.
Yeah. Well, I actually see. I had this weird thing where remember last night with the whole ghosts and punching the guy and the whole aura around me.
Yes. So that was supposed to be in a fist fight, and you know,
They did say no magic after they punched us.
yes, I made that argument for you. Clearly, I am on your side.
Yes,
But
you know.
you know, if one were to judge the situation, I feel like you knew it was supposed to be a fist fight and not a magical fight.
I am side eyeing you as I am right now. Um, look, um, actually, there is actually a very good point to your little comment. Although I will not say you are wrong, but um, there is actually something that I'm slightly worried about. Um, we've been walking, well, not walking, but we have been traveling for a little bit of time away from this plane. And I don't know, I still am not quite comfortable with the idea of us not knowing if the whole cultist thing that Lyra had found was previous to us being in the Feywild. Because I know probably the night thing was, but then we found those other cultists in the Feywild. I don't know. That just reads as odd to me.
Well, Jorgod is Kalimdor, no? Did I just
Yes.
make that up? Okay. So I don't know how close he and the Raven Queen may be, but is it not the Raven Queen that has a problem with the jumping of the planes like we have been doing? And is attempting to imprison somebody, and the fact that the boundaries between planes is weakened is a bad thing. Does Kalambor think the same thing?
Not as far as I'm aware, but um, well, you are an extremely learned person, so I don't need to explain much to you, but I think you have learned that there are priests that focus on different aspects of life. Some of them
Or
focus
death?
on, yes, or death, exactly. Some focus on learning, some focus on agriculture. Others, such as myself, focus on the division between the the living and the dead. I care less about the planner hopping because I'm guilty of it, although not by. I guess it wouldn't be necessarily planner hopping if you're expelled from somewhere, but I do feel like there is a sense of the whole undead thing was the thing that bothered me the most. Those weird smoke people, monster things, creatures. That's the one that I'm kind of about. Or the death seem like people who hop in and out, and I see a lot of laughter.
You were a bit robotic there for a few seconds, but it seems to be better.
Oh, sorry. Was something not understandable?
I understood what you were saying.
I think we got everything.
It was amusingly delivered.
Okay.
It was like slow down and then speed up, and then slow down and then speed up.
So the ghostly,
Yes.
wisty, undead things is what bothers you more than anything.
Generally, yes. I ever since I felt something weird when we were in that garden. There was a point where there was that guy running towards one of the outside chambers. I think I got hit by like an arrow on my back, and it was a very weird feeling. Um, I had felt it similarly only once before, um, but it gave me a bit of clarity. Maybe now I have a thing that I'd like to do.
Oh, well. Is that the thing you want to do now? And so I should just go downstairs and have breakfast, and we will wait
Well,
for you.
short term involves shopping, so that could probably be done. But I have a bit of a long term plan with what I'm looking for. Um, I actually, and that actually might not be too fun. We'd have to discuss, but I think that I might want to stick around in a city for at least a few days because I plan on participating on the process of smithing something.
Okay.
Which might require a bit of time. I think we have enough, plenty gold for it, but it's probably going to be a bit time consuming.
We have a few hundred gold.
That's nice. But yeah, let's go downstairs. We might run into Pep and Lyra if they stopped running.
Just indeed. We head downstairs.
Did you see, by the way?
Jess, I saw her falling out of her window, um, but she's hanging out in her room. I think she's going to meet us downstairs for breakfast.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, then let's go.
Okay. So So you guys are going to head downstairs.
Yep.
We
Around this time, at some point, um, Lyra and Pep eventually make their way back. Turn back around, run back. So Pep, as you jog back around the tavern coming into view, you see Lyra kind of breathing heavily and hands over her head, looking like she just went on a run herself.
Oh, good job.
I
But you
I
didn't
woke
keep
up.
up.
What? Can you give me like an exact time I'm supposed to meet you? You just said morning, and I'm not a morning person, I'll be honest. So I'm just trying to stay on your schedule to become stronger. So what is the time?
The time?
Huh?
So I do it when, like, I don't know if you've ever had this phenomenon, but like you lay down and you close your eyes, and then when you open them, time has passed. And then I just know, oh, that's time to run, you know?
Um, can you
Anyways, good
maybe?
work. Pat on the
Oh,
back and
oh,
go into the into the tavern.
okay. I'll follow him in.
All right. You all head inside. See the other two.
as
Gale.
Tempest casts lightning bolt.
No, just Thunderwave.
I'm adjusting because I'm cold.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's nice and warm.
Good morning.
Fahrenheit. Practically roasting in here.
Yeah. Well,
And where? I'm outside.
Okay. All right. The two of you head inside. See Emnail and Desiel sitting at a table. Tempest, do you make your way downstairs?
Yeah, I was hanging out of my room. I climbed back in my room, and then as I'm going down, I want to keep an eye out for anyone interesting.
Make.
I don't know. There was that creepy bod, so. Wait, was that perception or investigation?
Everyone
The same.
should be. Oh yeah, they're the same.
Nope. No one. 4.
Yeah, no. You all should have control of your tokens, yes?
yes. But let me just check another thing. Give me one. Audio still nice. Okay, sorry.
Everyone feel
So
free to
there's
move your
not
tokens around however you'd like on it.
yeah, there's not many people around, correct?
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, no, just a few, as you can see on the map here, a few stragglers.
I
Who look to have
see.
either stayed the previous night or
Did you? So you put it? We
Yeah,
should be seeing downstairs at the moment. I just see
you
blackness.
should be seeing
Yeah,
downstairs.
All
I
right,
can
let me
see the stream
refresh.
that you're not seeing any.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I will
There we go.
I will approach Lara.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Just went for a jog.
Well, I can see you stuck to the plan of training much more than I did. So congrats. I was meaning to ask you something, but I forgot. Is are there many people around us at the moment?
Not that you can see. I mean, it's pretty much
Cool.
what you can see.
Look, I am not too knowledgeable of things, but I do know the difference between gifts and pack. And I do have one question though.
Wait, gifts and what? What now?
Pack.
Like things you give to people that you like and things you carry around?
Necessarily.
Okay. Are you about to give me a gift?
Yes,
Because I
I will.
accept.
I will give you my broken glaive. Um, well, honestly, actually, you did better with this thing than I did. So honestly, if you wanted, be my guest.
Only partially broken at this point.
I did mend it.
Or I guess yeah, we can qualify it as just poorly fixed.
I
It is fully
did mend
functional.
it. Yes.
You're the one who said
Um,
it was
yes,
messed
that
up.
is
I mean,
completely
that
crooked.
was
Yes. No. Uh, I don't know. Probably, honestly, probably the next thing it hits, it's gonna break this. I have no idea. I'm pretty bad at this. Desiel's
only
better at the whole
only if you
mending
roll a
thing.
natural one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which now that
Well,
I've said
honestly,
that, you will. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
of course.
With my luck, honestly,
I
give
know
me
how
like
I
5
know how
minutes.
this works.
Yeah. But anyways, my point was I was ruminating a bit on our conversation a few days, I guess, back when I was
About
worried.
your god and
Conflict
my
of
god
interest.
and how they're friends? Oh, there's another conflict of interest?
No, there isn't.
Okay,
We
okay,
discussed this previously.
okay.
But see, what is the whole thing with the cultists? Was it
Mhm.
more because of that dragon entity? Was it more the undead? What is the whole reason for her wrath?
Well, you know me and the Raven Queen. We go way back. Um, I just recently met the cultists, so I don't know too much about them. Um, from what she's told me, though, um, I know nothing.
Okay, that's fair. No, my question is, I don't know. I feel like things for myself, not because of anyone anyone's fault, haven't really been working out too much. And Desiel is a bit of the voice of reason. So
Mhm.
when I'm in doubt of when to do and in terms of what is the logical or at least the correct thing to do, and generally he's the one I turn to. But you're the one who seems to be able to give me a bit of guidance towards what I'm trying to say is I couldn't tell you that you have such an intrinsic relationship with death. And I feel like putting that outward facingly has been giving me a bit of problems recently. So if you can give me some headers, that would be quite quite helpful.
So you're worried about people judging you for the death cult stuff. Club.
We are
Club.
not a death
The
cult.
club.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. I'm, you come to me for guidance and wisdom. I'm very honored. I've never been asked advice before, so I'm gonna give you some good advice. Are you ready?
Give the
Okay.
proto angel advice on religion. I'm waiting.
Okay. Mm, so, when you accidentally find yourself worshipping a god who is really into death, and you like this god, right? I mean, I like this god that I found, and she's really nice to me, so, when you make friends with somebody, you start to share interests, right? Like, I didn't love running, but look at Pep. Now I'm, as you would say, becoming a mighty warrior like him. And so, you know, you just gotta not care. That's my advice. If people are gonna judge you for the death, then you know what? They're not your friends.
It's actually.
Or you could kill them. Haha.
I was just about to say that was surprisingly helpful, and then, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but honestly, that was pretty good. I don't know. You've seen how people like me are. I mean, not just me, but that princess lady back in was it Opliana? Yes, Opliana.
Alicia,
Elysia. We are in Opliana. Thank you.
you are in Altair.
Oh God.
It always loops back to Oakleana for you.
We were headed
I
to
don't know why.
Opliana because that's where I was headed, and you're coming with me to Opliana, I believe. That's what's
Oh, see,
northwest
I'm
is
just-
Opliana, right, Drew?
I think so. I don't know direction or distance, but I think so.
If you're looking at the map, up and to the left.
Yes. But
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
don't-
really see that many similarities. She was kind of mean to us, but you're like the nicest person I've ever met, so.
wow, you must be in the shits. Why did John just? John couldn't hold it. Okay.
We broke
Um,
him.
yeah. Out of 18 sessions, that was the one.
That's the joke that killed
That's,
John.
yeah. No, I don't know. It's more about caring. Like, for example, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I worry too much, and then when I worry, I begin to get nervous and anxious and jumpy, and then people say something stupid, and I want to punch their teeth in. But that's not healthy behavior.
Ooh, wait,
Right.
I have new advice. Okay, don't worry.
Oh yes, that's simple, huh? Huh. Okay. Yeah.
What are
That
these
one.
words I learned from a pair of Havana creatures?
Coming
Yeah.
soon, a motivational calendar by Lyra.
Don't worry, or just kill them. Solve your problems, or just.
That's
kill
how
them.
all of them end, just kill them.
As they say in Infernal, Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just been a long 6 weeks, I suppose.
I
Yeah,
mean,
question.
here's the thing. You and I, we're friends, right?
You can slap me if you think that's further proof.
Okay, I will slap you. So if somebody, is judging you too much or making you too angry, you can just tell me and
I'll kill them.
I mean, if you ask me to kill someone, I probably will, as long as they're kind of a bad person. I'm not gonna kill like innocent people. That's a little bit. Maybe I'll sit you down and we'll have a discussion about who we can kill. But like, I will give them some very strong words about don't mess with my friend.
Very sweet of you, Lara. Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess I have to start to worry less, because after all, you guys are all pretty powerful. I think probably even more powerful than I am. So. Oh, also, just circling back around to the previous thing, I had this weird dream with a sword, right?
Whoa. Okay.
No, it's just a random thing. Do you think that the name would ring any? Well, not ring any bells, but would raise alarm bells? I think it was called Fatal Touch. Is that perhaps a bit too much?
I mean, you want to tell people your sword is called Fatal Touch?
Well, not necessarily, but do you think that name is a bit extra?
No. I think you could even go more extra, like Fatal Touch that will kill you.
Gangrene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's actually pretty useful also.
I'm pretty
Okay.
good at this advice thing. Wow.
Good talk. Now comes the weird, awkward part. And I
Oh,
kind of go in for a hug. Just kind of
okay. Oh,
pat.
oh. Mm,
Pat. Thank you.
you're welcome. Oh, we're
Double
done?
thumbs up.
Okay.
Double thumbs up. I'll be going this way now.
I mean, I'm also going that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of when you say goodbye to someone and then both of you move towards the same way. Yeah, okay.
Yep. As you both walk to presumably the same table, what are the rest of you doing? Anything in particular before you finish breakfast and head out?
No, I'm just hanging out at the table with Eddie. Having him build little intricate webs across the top of my cup. And drinking from someone else's cup.
Eddie or you?
Me. Because he's making webs across the top of mine. So I just took your cup while you were off talking to Lyra.
Right.
Well, I don't know what the hell you took from my cup because I don't drink, but sure.
At this point, the barkeep has figured out you guys and has just put like 9 or 10 different cups on the table. Your habit of your drinking habits are
strange, peculiar,
odd, eccentric.
Oh, yes.
Just to clarify, guys. I know I already asked this, but like, I feel like I need to ask. Our plan is to apply to school and get rejected.
Yes.
Cool.
Mm.
Okay. You know what? Sure. I'm gonna start pulling anything off of my current outfit that like would identify maybe to anyone who knows what school I'm from.
Wait, why?
Or like
do we wanna
covering
go to
it.
school? Why?
Okay, so from my understanding, the professor, I'm gonna say that really loud and like look to see if anyone's watching me. The professor who likes magical people like us, he likes
Minor
people
illusions
who
with sparkles.
he likes people who suck at school. So
Right.
I'm pretty sure I suck at school. So if we
Maybe.
apply, we get rejected.
We don't
Then
want to
he'll
suck
like us.
too much.
Perception check to see if anyone reacts to the whole professor thing.
It's a
Go
good
ahead.
idea.
Let's see. Come on. I believe in you. Oh, maybe. Potentially. Please.
Maybe one day.
Maybe
Anytime
one.
now.
I don't want to click it. Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
7.
None of the people here seem to like they look like they hear like someone just raised their voice out of nowhere. No, or no, wrong layer. Come on, there we go. From over here by this door that leads back behind the bar.
This?
Sorry, this door here.
I cannot see where you're pointing.
I forgot. that when I'm on the GM layer.
I saw.
Okay.
Can you see it now? Right.
Okay. Now I can see it.
Okay. From that door, you see this. As that is said, you see this like a silhouette, because it's not well lit back there. Kind of step towards the door. You can sort of see eyes peeking at you.
Well, Lara, you've gone and done it.
What?
Can you all be as discreet as possible?
To
If I
look for
tell-
the professor, right?
God damn it, shut up.
Oh, I read that wrong, sorry.
Do you see that door behind the counter? Literally straight behind me.
No, I'm sitting next to you. I can see the door. Should I turn around and look?
If you can make it in a discreet manner, sure.
I have Eddie crawl onto my shoulders, and I just kind of drop my head, close my eyes, and look through his.
Well,
See the shadow. The
oh,
silhouette.
see? Well, there is a thing looking at us that seems to react to your whole being extra thing. Can't just be because you called a bit of an attention, but seemed weird.
I thought we wanted attention.
No,
I'll
no, you're right.
have Eddie start crawling over there.
I start going, it's good, you did well, but now I want to be discreet.
So I shouldn't talk about the professor loudly. I'll keep them there.
Yes,
Okay. So do it or don't do it.
don't do it now.
Don't talk about the professor anymore.
No. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream, Lara?
You
I don't know if I've ever had ice cream.
Is Eddie crawling that way, Drew?
Eddie's moving that way. For now, you see the barkeep actually walk over and back into this back room. She kind of stops at the door for a moment and looks to be whispering to someone or talking to softly to someone. And then she walks back into the room, and then the figure is not there anymore. Has at least moved away from the door.
All right. Well, when Eddie gets close to the doorway, he'll crawl up the wall and then, like, come in from atop the door jamb, where less likely to be noticed.
Right? And when he steps in, he sees the barkeep rummaging on some shelves, looking for some ingredient or food stuff. And then over in the opposite corner, which again I realize I'm on the wrong. What if I'm not the wrong? Over in this corner, kind of on a laid out pile of sacks and various things, kind of laid out very intentionally, sits a young woman, as you can see, with white hair and the very dark skin of a drow, in kind of traveling clothes, with two daggers strapped to her belt, and she's just kind of sitting on top of a sack of flour, kicking her feet a little bit nervously. Her arms are kind of crossed over. Why are they looking for him? I don't know, but they're no concern of yours. You left that behind, remember? That's right.
I will put my
Meanwhile-
wrist in Desiel's hand, and I'll say, because he's done this plenty in our time together. I go, did you see anything? One squeeze for yes, two for no.
Can I hear him, Drew?
I believe so.
Just making sure.
When you go through your familiar, you can hear me but no longer speak to me.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
you can move your body.
That's right.
All right. So you said one for yes, so I'll squeeze once for yes.
Are you returning soon, or there is much conversation? Are you returning soon, I guess?
I'll drop out and look up. I'll and telepathically just tell him to stay up high on the wall for now. Well, there is a little girl apparently inside, a little drow girl, who knows the professor, seems to be perhaps running away from the professor. I don't know. One way or another left the professor behind. And she seems to be in the care of the bartender.
What does she look like? Is she like young?
Jess is a young girl. She's bluish skin. You know, the white hair of a drow.
Yes. Well, do you think we should try to talk to her?
She would probably rather not, but perhaps, she wants to know why we are looking for the professor. And the bartender says that's not part of her life anymore. So if we attempt to talk to her, she won't be happy, she won't be comfortable with it, no doubt. But, we could try anyway.
Yes.
Perhaps if we were to attempt to talk to her, we shouldn't do so in such a way that puts her at ease.
Oh. Even if she gets too erratic, if worse comes to shove, I have a few ways of trying to calm her. That do not involve violence, of course. I don't know, I feel like that has to be spelled out nowadays with me, which is a sad state of affairs. Also, I was doing a few things last night, and I think I have discovered a new trick that can help us if need be. I think I can now communicate with people from far away.
Like, how far?
Honestly, no idea.
So
Is
could
there
you?
anyone that isn't nearby that we might want to inquire about something? I kind of want to test this out.
Well, I could speak with the girl very quietly and subtly from here. That may cause her to up and run away.
Where is she positioned in the room, Desiel?
More or less in the corner closest to us. There's a little bedding made with sacks and whatnot.
I see. Do you think that if I go into this far table to our right, do you think I can kind of peek and see her?
If it is obvious you are attempting to see her, I think she may react. But
No, if you think it's a bad idea, then we shouldn't.
I mean, there's a wall from where she was, unless she peeks her head out again, I believe, without getting near the fireplace behind the bar. It's going to be difficult to see her because of that wall that's there.
Yes. Questions, decisions.
Essentially,
Well,
she's right under the casks that are through the wall. She's like over there.
I see. Well, I do not know many drow myself, but a few of them get quite jumpy when you approach them. Well, I guess anyone would, but
Well, I could approach her unseen, or I could speak to her from here.
can you make me not be able to be seen?
Yes, I could.
I'm sorry, you want to go and sneak up on a girl?
I want to
Ooh.
see, because I have a very strange feeling.
Okay, sure.
What kind of feeling?
Could you describe her to me once again?
She's a
As
little.
much detail as you can.
Well, she's a little girl. Well, hold on a second. Still with 100 feet. Yep. I will look through Eddie's eyes again.
She looks to be. Oh, I forgot to check this.
300 years old.
Elves, man. She looks to be mid to late teens. It's not necessarily a child, but then again, it's an elf, so could be 200 years old. So still rather young. Fresh faced. Let's see, what else that I haven't said yet?
You said she has a few daggers.
Yeah, she just looks to be dressed for travel.
Gotcha.
Um,
Her clothes aren't ragged or anything.
no.
Okay.
They look to be relatively new.
Okay. So, she looks like a child, adolescent perhaps, in traveling clothes, in decent shape.
No
Yeah.
books.
I don't know. She has a backpack. I assumed her. She has a backpack.
Why does it matter if she has books?
Just say that I'm looking for a person who fits the description of this girl, but I think she might be too young. That's why I wanted to see exactly what she looked like.
So, is this somebody you've been looking for, for a while? Or something that has happened recently makes you look for her?
No. She's the reason why I'm here.
She's the reason, like here on this plane?
Yes. And I see Kendra's face and it's fucking funny.
Wait, I'm trying to figure out what was her name again. Oh, I'll kind of lean forward. Is this Sylvia?
I have no idea.
You want me to go ask?
Well, that seems like a terrible idea. But I don't know, she seems too young. I don't think so.
Someone remind me, because I don't have my notebook. Who's Sylvia?
Only I would know.
Okay.
Is there another way out of that room, Drew?
No, there is not.
All right.
A single door.
Oh no, actually, yes.
And maybe if these casks were removed, someone could slide through there. But there's just the one entrance, as far as you can see.
So I'm going to pull out a little copper wire. I'm going to whisper
you're
with
doing
my
it.
hand. I'm going to say, "Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine named Sylvia. Do you happen to know her?" You can reply to this message. No, I'm saying this through message.
Oh, that's right.
Either this is gonna be super confusing or
I can already tell you it is super confusing for somebody.
Yeah.
fair.
You do not receive a reply.
I pop back into Eddie's senses.
she has popped up and is now standing with one dagger drawn and is just looking around. Like starting to inch towards this back wall. Or this wall.
Yeah. I'll 6 seconds later drop out and I'll whisper to her, "There's no need to be afraid. I'm a friend."
Says the creepy voice in her head.
Right?
Make a
Gosh.
persuasion check.
Guidance.
As you're looking at through Eddie, I'm gonna go to Lara. Well, I take it you read the book.
Oh.
Oh,
Good.
come
My
on!
rolls are great as always. 2
Oh,
2s.
you're not,
Oh,
and you're not in Eddie.
fuck me, man.
No. So then
There's
6
the
seconds
end.
later, I pop back into Eddie.
6 seconds later, walk into Eddie and see an empty room. One of the shelves along this back wall has been kind of slid a little bit to the side to reveal kind of an emergency roll space. That it appears she has ducked into.
Does it look like a tunnel or something that goes away, or just like a little hidey hole?
Yeah, it looks like it kind of moves it. Yeah, it looks like a tunnel.
Gotcha. Okay. I tell Eddie to follow her. And
What is Eddie's movement?
I have it up on one of these tabs. There we go. Spider. As the tab reloads, his speed is 20 feet. Climb speed and regular speed. So I don't know what her crawl speed is, but he'll be using his movement and his action to follow her.
Naturally. Eddie scurries down the wall onto the floor.
Meanwhile, I will. So while that's happening, because I'm not in him anymore, I'll say, "Well, she seems to be on the move. We've scared her off. Should I follow her, or?"
How do we scare her?
Damn it! No time to find out. Like now, I start pulling a bit of twine, black twine that I had, the bundle of raven feathers to tie together.
The moment he starts doing a thing, I go invisible and run after her.
Please work, and I start weaving energy through this wire, and I was just floating in front of my mouth. And as I start speaking, it'll start moving and shifting as if it were reacting to my voice, and I'll cast sending to Sylvia. And God forgive me with 25 words. Okay.
Hold on. How precise? How specific are you being with that?
I'm
With
casting
who-
to
with
Sylvia, not
with
to the
Sylvia.
drow in the room.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait,
In
Enya, do you?
particular,
No, yeah. Ezreal, did you tell anybody that you left, or you just went invisible? We don't know.
Who went invisible in front of us?
Well, I asked, should I follow her, and he starts pulling out a thing, and I start turning that way and just go invisible. And I'll say,
what is the range on sending?
It's infinite. It can work through
Oh, that's
planes.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Sending works anywhere.
Yeah, you have to be able to recognize the person, though. I think that you want to send it to.
Yes, but I do.
Wow.
Yeah, he does.
He's coming up with his 25 words as Desiel goes invisible and starts heading away. He'll say, she called through some kind of tunnel. I'll go follow. And
Oh,
that's it.
don't go alone. And I'll try to follow after you. I don't think you're invisible, so I'm just gonna go through the door.
I will say, Sylvia, I know you. I knew Aelmar and Hera. I helped them. If you're afraid of something, I can help. My name is Amnael. Friend following. That's 25. That's the thing, Mike. I send it to a person. If that person is her, I have no fucking idea. But
Oh, I thought you saw her face, so I was like, can't you just recognize
no,
her?
I didn't. That's why I was like, huh. And I don't like that he just rolled something. That makes me even jumpier.
So now somebody, some random person somewhere is like, who the fuck is following me? Like, wait, what?
Just Sylvia.
No,
No context.
Sylvia's like on her way to the outhouse. Is like, what?
Just a random woman named Sylvia.
You can help me with what? And who's following me?
Oh, Lord. I hope I'm wrong. Okay.
You've made me think so far forward of where I thought we'd be.
The power of sending.
Just make it up, and then it becomes canon.
Break your own game's logic. Come on.
You do not receive a response.
Beep, 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 beep. For those of you too young to remember real phones, that's a busy signal.
It's that they still make that sound.
Do they?
Yeah, they,
Yes, they do.
they do when you call a busy line.
Yes. Well, that is not ideal. Oh. Jesus, just for the power of the Umbra Lord, the day that I decide that I'm going to be a more mild-tempered person, some shit like this happens to me, I am going to like get up and walk towards the door.
Which door?
The door to the back room. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
So at the
start
moment, Desiel, Amniel, and Lyra are walking that way.
Well,
already sprinted.
Yeah, Desiel took off invisibly.
Okay.
I just ran.
So at,
Tempest is currently
as I said,
cackling at the chaos.
Pep's talking to the barkeep. He doesn't know what's going on.
There we go. Thank you, Joe.
the barkeep then, as you guys approach, before you get in there, she will slide over. Can I help you with something?
My friend needs help. Can I show her her side?
My friend needs help. We just talked about going off on your own.
Make an athletics check.
Oh,
so yes, Desiel, you are clear of the door. Nope. She is a surprisingly lithe woman.
Wow, you're really strong. I really gotta go save my friend. It's dangerous.
There's no one back there, dear.
Over there, look! Someone is stealing from your bar.
Yes, I think she's right in front of me.
I'll look her dead in the eyes and I'll go, there are no more lies here, and I'll cast Zone of Truth.
Damn it.
I will.
DC 16 Charisma save. That applies to you as well, Lyra.
Yep,
I know, that's why I'm like, fuck.
What's the radius on that?
15 feet sphere around me. So that would probably get Pep also.
I'd
Yes,
say
that
I've
gets
started
Pep.
approaching as well. So,
What does your zone of truth look like?
As soon as I say just a bit of, there's a slight rumble on the floor, and there's a bit of mist that just, oh my god!
What's going on, guys?
It comes up and kind of encircles the whole area. Cat 25.
Jeez.
Goodness.
I can
Looks like
feel
it's
it
a Lyra.
sticking. Do I feel it sticking on her, on the barkeep?
On the barkeep? No.
Me.
Look, I have a friend that was in very dire danger. I don't know, maybe a few months ago. She was a drow girl. Her name was Sylvia. I have reason to believe that she's here. I do not want to hurt her. I just want to know if she's okay. I've been searching for her for like months. It might not be her. I will leave you the fuck alone.
And you will leave me the fuck alone.
Why do I have reason to believe you?
Why do I owe you anything?
You don't owe me. I just want to help a friend.
Your friend is not here.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Come on.
I'm gonna
That
sit
was
down at the bar.
almost a 19.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
you are almost
Nice.
kind of lost in, like, you've got tunnel vision almost right now. This has put you very out of sorts. And her face is steel.
Oh, that's just nice. Very nice.
I do not know what you think you know about what I have back here. I assure you, no friend of yours is there.
I mean, yes, there is a friend of ours back there.
Hmm.
You're all my friends, guys.
Oh, Pep, you're also my friend.
She looks around, kind of around the room. Where was the other that was with you?
That way. So I need to go inside there, strong lady.
What does it take to get a drink around here?
Her reaction when Lyra says that.
Now, everyone can see that there is magic around, yes?
Yeah.
What?
Sure.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Zone of truth.
The
Oh, yes.
zone of
who's
truth is very much
affected-
a zone of truth.
Who's affected by it know they're affected by it, so they don't need to speak.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, but just that. Okay, I was.
You
just,
know magic's getting cast on you, though. It's not like
there's-
suggestion or one of those.
Yeah,
you know?
there's
Yeah,
magic.
exactly.
But what I'm saying is, she can see. Can she tell that Lyra? I guess she couldn't tell that Lyra would be necessarily under this magic.
No,
I
not
guess it doesn't
necessarily.
say.
But she knows that I cast something because it has
Right.
thematic components.
Right.
When we got to this tavern, we came from the side, from the front, from the back. Which direction did we
You
come
came in
from?
through this front door here.
Okay. Well, I guess then I have nothing further to discuss with you. May I leave?
You are more than welcome to leave.
You'll be hearing from me. And as I snap, I dispel my zone of truth, and I will start walking very calmly at first out of here. And I'll break into a sprint once I'm outside, and I'm gonna circle back to where the other side of that wall would be.
Okay. Now, I don't believe Desiel told you where she had
No.
gone necessarily. It was just she's gone somewhere, so you don't
I-
know
I
that
said
she's gone.
through a tunnel.
Yeah, but
that's
not
okay.
Yeah,
where.
you don't necessarily know. I mean, you know that this is the front of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So I guess I
don't
would probably
exactly-
head actually the other way and try to head back. So I'd probably be somewhere like here, which fucking sucks, but happens.
Okay, right inside the back. All right. Now, Desiel, while this is
Yes.
happening, you run into this room. You see, obviously, the tunnel that's there. Are you going to go through it?
Yeah, like I mean, I already sent Eddie through, so I know where I'm headed. So I'm
Right,
headed
right,
there.
So you, as you expect, kind of go out and then immediately cut left, and then the tunnel sort of levels down, and then eventually hooks back left again and spits out into the cellar, in kind of an area behind, small area behind a rack of casks. At the moment, as you come out, you can hear someone moving through the cellar, but the casks kind of block your vision. Coming from the other side, what would be the back of the tavern.
About how big does the room look like from where I am to the what would be the back of the cellar?
It looks to be like pretty much the full length of the tavern.
Okay.
Under it.
I'll take a second to look through Eddie's eyes and get a glimpse of the situation where she may be.
Eddie is kind of in the middle, kind of towards the middle of the room, climbing on the side of a pillar, of a small stone pillar that opens the room up. And he sees the girl at the back, at the up the flight of, or the set of stairs that lead towards the opening, the doors, the cellar doors to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
She's currently, you see her fiddle around for a key.
And about how far
then
away from that is from me is that? About 30 feet or so.
So you are, let's see, so you'd be about, come out there. At the moment, you're about 60 feet from her.
Okay. Look at this.
Drew's doing a lot of thinking over there.
Drew is doing a lot of thinking. Yeah. As I continue to head that way, pull out a drop of molasses and begin to slow time around her. In a
Oh shit.
40-foot cube around her, I choose her, and basically, do I have to? Yeah. So against her and whoever may be within about, just her, I guess.
It would be just her.
Yeah. Okay.
This is intense music to be sitting out in the dark by myself too.
Should I change it to the sound effect that's a bunch of zombies groaning?
Too mad.
I can't die looking like this. I look like a chopper chop.
Music really kicked up. Wisdom saving throw. As you can imagine, extremely wise. Wise enough,
Was that she is wise enough?
it appears.
All right. And I can see her across the room, right?
Yeah, so as you step out from behind these barrels, you can see her get the lock undone, and she's starting to push on the heavy doors.
Silvery barbs on her.
Hmm.
So she needs to re-roll that wisdom check, that wisdom save.
Lol.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, come on.
I magically distract her.
Is that how silvery barbs work?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can
Yeah.
cast it on a person and have them.
Re-roll a saving throw or an attack.
There's a reason why it's a level 2 spell in my campaigns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This spell is actually super.
She's
it
wise.
sucks.
She's wise enough.
Oh,
I
Oh.
actually rolled better that time.
Pull on the fabric of
Ah.
time.
That's so funny.
oh my god, I love you, John. The reason, also the other reason.
She's not wise enough.
Yes. Third
So-
time's the charm.
Yeah, so time is slowing around her, or for her, I guess.
This poor girl. It's gonna be a random, and we're gonna look like a bunch of assholes.
Say anything about. What happens is something about speed, right?
Yeah, she is halved her
It cut
speed.
your speed in half.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and she cannot use reactions. And she can either use an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Okay. You see her tense, and like she's moving through molasses, just push desperately on the doors.
So I tell her, please, just talk to me. It's for your own good. As I start walking towards her.
Make a,
That's convincing.
make a persuasion check. Creepiness factored in.
Not intimidation.
Oh my god.
She doesn't look persuaded.
That awkward conversation with
Weirdly.
Lyra really took it all out of Desiel.
If anything, she
My
continues to
rolls
push, and the
have been
doors
like
start to
shit. I will.
the doors start to break open.
I'll
the
use
lights
Chrono
stream
Shift.
through.
I'll pull it back as I see her start to push on the door. I'll use the second one.
You burned both of them. Oh my god, I love you.
And the silvery barbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
Uh,
14. She doesn't seem persuaded.
I don't know if the silvery barbs advantage applies to that or.
I think it's.
You can choose yourself.
You can
didn't
choose yourself.
choose it. You didn't choose it at the time. You didn't choose it when you cast it.
I didn't choose what. I chose myself. I'm the only other person that I would give it to. Like, I didn't give it. There's nobody else.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, that can apply to that. Why does the music keep getting louder? Like every time it kicks to something else, it's louder. For the first time, she turns around and looks at you. For just a moment. Although she doesn't stop trying to open the doors.
I tell her,
At this point, you hear the altercation upstairs.
Yeah.
Well as then Amnail's heavy boots thudding as he begins to sprint out the door. And around.
I tell her, I say, look, I know you have no reason to trust me, but you really don't want to go outside. I'll stay where I am. Just talk. I am doing nothing to harm you. And I'll take one of my daggers and I'll pull it out and I'll throw it aside and I'll say, look. And I'll take my crossbow and I'll set it on a cask next to me. I wish you no harm. I simply want to speak.
At this point, she pushes the doors open as boom, 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 boom. The heavy footfalls of the massive ASMR thunder around the corner. And Emnail, as you round this corner, you see the cellar doors swing open.
I use telekinesis to pull them closed.
Fuck me.
Okay. So you see the doors swing open and then just snap closed. The girl yelps and kind of stumbles back down the stairs.
Oh, dear. As I get
pulls her
closer
dagger in both hands.
as I get closer to the door, I tell thaumaturgy the door open, and I look down.
Okay, so the doors swing open, slam closed, slam open. As she now wheels around and looks up at you with terrified eyes. The face of an unfamiliar young drow.
Oh my god. Look, we want to help. We just thought you were somebody else who also needed help. You have no reason to trust me, but if we want, we can leave you alone. We have friends that also have had problems. I'm sorry. It's not her, Desiel.
I understand. Thank you, Omniel. Just
Quickly,
if you
the
could guard
other-
if you could guard it outside and make sure no unsavory characters come in.
Yes, don't worry.
What are the rest of you doing at this moment?
I'm trying to run damage control upstairs. I was hanging back a bit while Amnail was doing his Amnail best. When he runs off, I'm gonna try and talk to the woman. You have to forgive my friends. Unfortunately, they're rather abrupt and rough in their desperation. I don't know what you've heard of speaking of, but we've lost a couple of people to this town, and we're a little eager to find them again. I'm trying to lay it on a little, like, on the angle of, like, these people were close to us. They're not, like, people we're doing a job for. Just let you know what approach I'm going for. This very intense music in the background.
I don't know who you're looking for, but no one of interest to any of you is here. And she eyes the main cellar doors.
Tempest is gonna laugh a little. Tempest is gonna laugh a little and say, I think you might be right in this particular instance. But this town, however, is a little broader than just that cellar. Do you know anything about someone named the Professor?
I don't see what I owe you or your friends anything.
You owe me nothing. I'm just simply asking for help.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh wait, I have a thing now, don't I? Hold on. We leveled up. I have things that help me on ability checks.
Hey, we fought that guy at the bar in Alicia. Like at the bottom of the bar.
Hold on, let me roll and see how it goes, and then I think I can persuasion check.
I only have so many tokens.
We're being followed.
17?
I don't suppose I can begrudge you that. Although, where did your friend go? The one who just left?
The big one?
Why was he so eager to get back here?
There's. I think he saw someone. I don't know. He left very quickly, but he saw someone that was watching us. Maybe. He's very jumpy. That one, as you can tell.
She starts marching towards the cellar stairs.
I'm gonna follow behind her and shrug and be like, "Ha! So there was someone here."
Wait,
And
did
then
she
back
leave the
down
door?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the door.
She's driven. Yes.
You look around, you see the shelf slid to the side, the open, small, like, waist-high tunnel.
Go in.
Alright, so you're crawling down that. Tempest, are you following the barkeep?
Yeah, I'm like alongside the barkeep, kind of like shrugging my shoulders, being like, you know, it's nice to know that there was actually someone watching us, because that sensation can get really creepy. But you know, she'll be fine. I mean, you probably have no reason to trust me whatsoever, but like you'll see, she's fine.
What is Pep doing during all this?
Trying to get a drink.
I would.
Open bar now.
Sitting beside.
I'm just sitting there. I'm like patiently waiting for the bartender to come back. I'm just like
I would have been sitting beside Pep, and I would have dragged him with me.
I'm like clearing my throat when no one's there. Like,
like those people who start banging their silverware on the cups.
If there's a bell, I'm like clicking the bell. Like,
ding, 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 ding.
Back downstairs.
But no, I'll be back with Tempest. Sorry.
Open.
I'll have reached over the counter and grabbed you a bottle of something and shoved it at you.
The girl turns back towards Desiel. Who are you and what do you want?
You seem to be fleeing the professor, no? I've been in your situation.
Right now.
Yes, but I've been in your position before. You are fleeing the professor, no?
You've met him too?
No, I have not met him. I've a different person, but I recognize someone who is fleeing for their safety. And I do not mean this. I mean the conversations you had in the back room with the bartender about the professor.
He does not look very happy that you heard that. What do you know?
Well, I know that if you help me, I can help you. Look, there are two ways. I am looking to get a hold of the professor, and there are two ways I can go about it. You can tell me what you know, and then we help you any way we can to get to where you need to go safely and with nobody knowing. Or I start asking people if anybody knows the professor that this little drow girl is running away from because she went that way. I prefer option one.
Make an intimidation check.
Desiel, the lawful evil.
Lawful neutral.
Yeah, sure.
I just can't roll.
Dude, restart your computer, honestly.
Can I get passive on any of this? I want to take 10. I missed 3.5.
Passive intimidation? The new one.
Passive intimidation. I just look like... Honestly, what
All
do
right,
I know?
Yes, thank you, Kat, for reminding me. Before she answers, we are going to go on break.
Okay.
Real quick. The thrilling conclusion of this intense chase, we will see in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
The music. Why did it get quiet now? It was like super loud earlier. I didn't change anything. There we go, okay. Are we live?
Yes.
Oh. Well, welcome back, everyone. As you can see, Kat has had to leave. So we will see her next week. But for the moment, it's just the four of you, and we dive back into things. Where the young drow, now stuck between Desiel on one side and Amnal on the other. Oh dear, what was the last thing Desiel had said?
I said, well, you can help us, and then we can help you. You can help us by telling us what we need to know, and then we can help you. Or if not, our only option is to go asking about the Professor Juno, because this little drow girl who was running away from him wouldn't tell us. And I much prefer option one.
How do I know? How do I know that you are not with him?
I don't know, but I imagine, as scared of him as you seem to be, if I was working for him, you would probably be in a lot of pain right now.
Friend means to say is that we don't mean harm. We're also looking for friends that might have been charmed by him or taken under his wing. And we would like to see if they're doing well.
You have a strange way of not meaning harm.
Well, I
Well,
caused you
you
no
didn't
harm. I
help.
put my weapons aside, and I have done you no harm. There are much more effective ways of stopping you from running away that I have chosen not to use.
That would have been very like him.
Yes, it would have, but that is not what I had done.
You can be rest assured that if were we to find him, we'd be much worse on him if he gave us reason to. Look, and I'll sit down cross-legged, arms crossed in front of the stairs. Your friend is probably gonna come here in a second, but honestly, there's nothing to fear. We mean no harm. First of all, I'm going to be fair to you. I thought you were someone else who was also in peril. You resemble somewhat a very dear friend of mine. And when you ran, I was afraid you were running from something. That's why I searched for you.
Well, I was running from something. I was running from you.
Yes,
So it
but
seems.
Well, you began to run when I simply asked you a question. Like, remember, I began this by simply talking to you without even invading your space, and you began to run.
Talking in my head.
Yes,
In
but
a
you could
voice
have
I didn't
answered.
recognize.
Fair. But you can't run from a voice in your head.
I can run
Huh.
from the one speaking it.
How did you know where the one speaking it is?
I presumed it was in the group who was speaking about the professor. You all seemed interested in looking at me.
Really? You seem more interested in looking at us, no?
It's not every day people go about loudly talking about the person who you think might be chasing you.
No, and clearly if we were working for him or with him, we would not be doing that, no?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
You frightened me. I ran.
no, you are completely correct. I understand that reaction wholeheartedly. Is there any way we can help? What has happened to you? Why are you fleeing? Why would he be chasing you?
Because I ran away.
Ran away. Oh
Yes, from
no,
his
is
school.
that a cult?
What? No.
What is? But
He
why
run.
did you have
He
to run away then?
things were frightening. It was dangerous. I didn't come here expecting things to be dangerous. So I left.
In what way were things dangerous?
It was a mission that he gave us to sneak into some place and steal something.
And what were you supposed to steal?
He didn't tell me. He told one of my partners, who was older, more experienced. We were just there to learn.
Do you happen to know? I'm trying to find the name of the two.
Patrice.
Am I still crawling through this tunnel?
You will have popped
Okay.
out at this point.
Patrice and Alexi.
Alexia,
Alexia, pardon me.
pardonnez-moi.
Répondez-moi!
Did you happen to know Patrice and Alexia?
Yes, I knew them.
No. So are they no longer with him?
I am no longer with him.
But they still are.
As far as I know.
Did you get rejected from school?
I did, yes. That's how he finds people. Most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I came here with the last of my family's money, hoping that my talent would be enough, and it wasn't.
Okay, so we need to be rejected by the school by being not talented. Like, what can you do?
Do you know, Lyra, perhaps since she is running away from him, she knows how to find him, and so we don't need to go through the school to find him.
Oh.
Well, but I don't know how ideal it would be to try to use her as bait.
No, we are not using her as bait. It's simply information. What is wrong with you people?
Oh,
We just
okay.
simply ask her where he is.
That makes a lot more sense, yes.
Forgive my
Speaking
friends.
of Dezio, we made a promise not to go places alone, so next time, bring one of us with you.
I did. I brought Eddie.
Well, I mean, wait, does Eddie count?
Jess, he can count as high as you need him to.
Count up to 8.
Spiders count. Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I did not. I told you where I was going, and you knew we were all within the same general area. If I were having to leave the building, I would have messaged you.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. What is your name, lady? I am Amnel.
I am Dolores.
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 Surname?
No. Not anymore.
What?
My apologies.
Not anymore.
Meaning you don't have one anymore.
Right.
And this was how you ended up with your family's money, because you were the lone survivor. And you came here with that
Yes.
money. Okay. Understood. So, Dolores, do you know how we could find a professor?
Yes. I know where he is.
Okay. Is there somehow that we could help you get to where it is you're wanting to go, wherever that may be?
I'm wanting to go away.
Okay.
I was staying here while I figured out where I was going to go next.
Well, you can still stay here. We're not going to tell anybody you're here. But, I mean, that's up to you. Have you figured out where you're going? You don't need to tell me.
No.
Okay.
Just as far away as I can get.
We were just with some friends who could really help you with that, but unfortunately they have gone far away.
Been truly helpful.
So-
No, please, Lyra.
Do you just need like a distraction to get out of town? Like we make him look one way while you run the other.
Yes. If you help us find him and we go and talk to him while we are going and talking to him, you can be running away because he'll be preoccupied
You
with
saw
us.
how good of a scene I am at making, so distractions are my forte.
Oh, okay.
Weird flex,
Yes,
but
that-
okay.
That makes sense.
So, why don't you and I will. Shoot, I probably wouldn't have it on me. I'll look to Desi and Emil. Do you guys have a paper and pen?
What happened to your journal?
Burned it. You all saw me burning it.
True.
I realize how stupid it is to keep all my thoughts in one place, so now my journal's up here.
All in one place.
All in. Oh no! Oh.
Please don't burn your head.
Here, I have. And she reaches into her pack and pulls out a leather-bound book. She flips through and tears out a blank page.
Are you a practitioner, Miss Dolores?
Somewhat.
I see.
And
Well,
a student
you're
of
a
magic, like a wizard, no?
Well, that was the hope.
But it
That's
did
why
not
I
work
came
out.
here. And it didn't work.
Do you have any like natural magics? Or is magic just not working for you?
I know a few things.
From studies or just naturally?
I studied a few things under. I could always do one or. There were bits of magic about me. And she kind of waves her hand, and you see the torches that are kind of set to light this room. And you see the flames like bend towards her.
Impressive. Well,
Probably from your elven nature.
What was that?
Possibly from your elven nature.
I was hoping that I had enough talent to learn some things. The professor seemed to think so.
so does he teach things, or he just uses you to do things for him?
He taught us. He teaches. He teaches.
But did he tell you that you are not able to be a practitioner of magic? Why do you seem so uncertain of yourself?
I thought I could get into the college.
Well,
They said I
there's
wasn't
still
good enough. I can practice magic, but I have to find somewhere that will teach me.
And the professor is too dangerous.
Yes.
Understood.
Oh.
Well, as a fellow student of magic myself, I think you should continue to pursue, of course, your studies, but If you feel must do so elsewhere, then by all means, lead us, or not lead us, but tell us where we may be able to go find the professor, and we will distract him while you make your escape, no?
Very well.
I'm gonna give her what I've been working on while they've been talking, like a crudely drawn map of Yothel, and slide it over to her. All you have to do, you don't even have to leave this tavern. Just mark it on this map, and we'll know where to go.
Actually, if you're wanting a place to go, and people with whom you may find yourself able to travel until you decide where else to go, there is a circus run by a man named Nestor. They were
Ooh,
actually
yeah, he's great.
traveling through this way a few weeks ago, and I believe they headed towards Drew. Where were they heading?
They were heading up north along the coast. They did not give a specific destination.
And it's not Nestor, but the acrobats that are asking us to look for Patrice and Alexia.
Yes.
Okay.
Endriel, to the east of Endriel, to the north of Yothel. That's where they were going.
Yes.
That they told us.
So, if you head that way, you can ask for the acrobats and speak with them and fill them in on you can say you met us. My name is Desiel. You know I'm Nael and Lyra. This is Pep. No, Pep is still upstairs. Tempest, the blue one, also upstairs, I believe. But anyway, if you just tell them the people they asked to find, Patrice and Alexia, are on the case still. They would like to know this, and perhaps they will help you as well. Nestor is the individual who runs the circus. Pretty much everyone
writing all this down in her book.
Pretty much everyone in the circus. There is there is the bear person that we helped, who may still be with the circus. I don't know.
Zachary, yes.
Circus has people who run around naked.
No, it's literally a bear, a talking bear. He was gifted sentience from the goddess of nature, if I recall correctly. Something like that.
Yes. Something to that effect.
Literally. I'm being literal, not metaphorical in any way, shape, or form. But Nestor, the circus is safe not only because of Melissa and Anderson, the acrobats that were searching for Patrice and Alexia, but Nestor is the son of a very important magic teacher, isn't he?
Yes, and he is very powerful, so he can protect you. And he's quite dreamy.
I don't know about that one, but
I mean,
Anyway, so if nothing else, there's some place to blend in, a group, so you're not traveling alone, no? And perhaps they give you traveling companions until you find your way elsewhere. And they won't chase you down, they won't force you to stay with them.
I will look for them. Thank you.
Yes. I told you, we'd like to
She takes the map from you, Lyra, and marks a spot towards the southeastern edge of town, as well as a street address. You know this area of town. It's sort of like it's kind of a rundown storage district. Like there are mostly warehouses and the houses of the people who owned the warehouses. Although it was pretty, not deserted, but it was relatively empty when you were there. So you know the rough area.
I tell her.
Am I gone?
No, you're still there.
Oh, okay. I saw Lyra freeze for a second, and then no one say anything to what I said. I'm like, ah, no.
I think we're taking notes. And I tell her, I said, you know, if you pass through Morkainen looking for them, and they have already passed through, on the outskirts is a tavern called the Scheming Rat. The Scheming Rat, like a raton, little rat. Anyway, Melissa, one of the acrobats, she says she will leave a message with the owner if we did not catch them before. So, if you do not catch them, go to the Scheming Rat and talk to the owner. Say you are trying to catch up with Melissa.
Oh, we couldn't message them. Figure out where they are.
We
Actually, no, that's-
may need that information later.
Yes. But okay. I imagine at some point the barkeep is getting here.
Yes, at this point, Pep, along with Tempest and the barkeep, storm the doors. Dolores, are you all right? Yes, I'm okay. I didn't mean to hurt me.
We are not hurting nobody. We are helping her.
Just what do you think of doing storming around my tavern like this?
I am not
I'm
a
sitting
storming.
outside.
Oh, Jew.
I'm looking at the wall.
He was a storming. I am not a storming. I am sitting here talking to Dolores.
I just followed my
No
friends.
customer ought to be.
Well, I'm just follow my friend Dolores here. That's all. We are helping her get away from somebody she wants to escape. So we have given her information that could help her, and now we are going to try and get information. She's going to give us information where we may be able to help her further.
Dolores, who kind of nods. Very well. I do not take kindly to those who simply help themselves to my tavern as they please. Believe themselves entitled to simply walk around chasing after little girls.
I like that.
Consider yourselves lucky.
Okay. I am just trying to help a little girl. That's all. Forgive me for offending you and your establishment.
She just and then heads back upstairs.
Now I
I
start.
see.
Now I start scanning the room to see if there's anything interesting.
Sorry. As I see Pep and Tempest getting here, I see Pep is getting completely shit faced because I see him just swinging bottles. I've wanted to try this for a while. Pep, can you come here and help me get up, please?
Okay.
Okay. And when he extends his hand, I'm gonna touch his hand and I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration, and I'm gonna see if I take the drunk out of him.
I think that would do it. Another disease or one condition affecting it. Yeah,
Like
because
poison.
drunk is the poison condition. So yeah.
And I can see he casts magic, right? I'm gonna be like, no good deed goes unpunished, I guess.
Yes,
Take
you feel
another
this
sip.
lovely buzz that you've been building in the back of your head just vanish, and all of a sudden you are stone cold sober.
Pep, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. We might need you in peak condition today.
What? You caught her, didn't you?
Well, that's the easy part.
Well, I'd hope
Says
so.
Jew. I mean, yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, I just walked here and opened the door. That was pretty easy. No, but seriously,
Miss Dolores, is it? Actually, the circus idea is not a bad idea at all. I think it's a bit of a refuge, and I don't know how studied Nestor is, but he did seem to be quite smart. So even if he can't take you someplace directly, he's a good linchpin that you can attempt to focus on to learn more. But would you mind sharing with us what happened that made you want to flee?
As I said, we infiltrated the house of someone in the college
Hmm.
at night. Um, Only it seems they laid traps over their valuables. And so my older companion was burnt quite badly. Some fire spell was placed on the door to the room we were trying to go to. And then we had to run from guards. It was all too much for me.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Um, do you have any means of trying to disguise yourself if you were to leave the city?
But outside of here, I don't see why I would need to.
Oh, that's a fair point. Um, well, I still think we should proceed. I turn to Desiel and Lyra. We still need to buy things, and there's a few things that we'd probably need to. And I see Pep getting drunk again. I'm just gonna roll my eyes. Um, and
Fortunately, um, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how Pep spends the ride, um, it is still a few hours. But I said half a day's travel, so maybe 4 hours. Um, Actually, to Yalthal itself, there is the town, like kind of the small town around here where you could find a few things.
mhm.
But for any real shopping that you would want to do, the city is probably your best bet.
So are we going
It's also the place
directly?
I made the NPCs of the shops for.
But well, I
Well, we
will.
need to know where to find the professor, no?
Oh, she did draw
I
us a
know.
map
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
she has
Yeah.
it
Fine.
marked
Okay.
and then has the
address.
location detailed.
And is that in Yoffel or is that local?
It's in Yalth.
Yup.
It's like on the outskirts of the city, still within the city walls, but kind of one of the outskirts.
Okay.
You do seem to be armed, at least. That's good if anyone tries to mug you on the way. Um,
Oh,
is
just
there anything
while he's
else?
talking, I mage hand my dagger and crossbow back to myself.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we might be able to lend her? We did give her the information, but do you have any money on you?
I have what I was able to take from him. I have some.
Do you have enough for the voyage?
I think so.
Look, it might not be much, but I'm gonna give you something, and I'm gonna hand her 4 gold pieces.
Thank you. This will
Yeah.
help a lot.
It's literally the least I can do after scaring you. I imagine the situation is not very fun to be in. Um, and you're probably gonna need it more than I will.
Thank you all. Even though we didn't meet in the best way, uh, I'm glad that I could help you and that you could help me.
Yes.
Indeed. Is there anything else? Any messages you would like given if we
Find your friends.
run into friends that you have left that are still with him?
I didn't make very many friends. I was rather shy.
Understandable. Do you have the ability to protect yourself? Like magically?
What do you mean? I know magic that can protect me.
Like armor? Like magical armor?
No, nothing like that.
Is she wearing any armor?
Doesn't look to be.
Did you plan to head out now? To go on, make your way out of this town, this area?
I suppose I'd gather my things and then I would have to wait until you reach the city, yes?
Yes.
I would probably wait till tonight.
Ah, okay then.
Cover of darkness and whatnot.
Yes. So you don't expect to be running into anybody like in the next 8 hours or so?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well then.
What an oddly specific question.
I know, right? I dispel the slow, by the way. Or
how long does that last?
It has run out, I guess. Yeah, it only lasts a minute.
It would have run out.
It was only a minute. So yeah. Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you. Best of luck to you too.
Thank you.
May the blessings of light and shadow follow on your path.
Got any advice? Things we should look out for? Weaknesses of the professors? Strengths, tricks that he likes to play that we might watch out for?
Run.
I don't know that he has any weaknesses. He seems to be there one moment, gone the next.
Is he human?
He is elven. Although I don't believe he is from Alterim. He speaks with a slightly different voice. As if he's from Escura or somewhere near there. He is extremely powerful. Rivaling the best mages in the college, I would wager.
Really?
I have never seen him bested.
Oh, that's a very good sign.
Good to know. Okay then.
Well, I guess we should probably be best on our way. You might want to finish a few things today before we start any investigation.
Yes, indeed. I look around. I look around for anything interesting, worth taking, because she basically accused us of stealing her shit. So now I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything worth stealing.
Just of trespassing. Make an investigation check. I just walked onto this guy's farm and hung out in his barn, and he got mad at me. What was that?
Yeah, there. Now I roll. Well.
What about there? You see a small barrel, kind of tucked away in a corner on its own small shelf. It's a very nice looking barrel.
Oh my god.
This is the kind of barrel they'd put the good stuff in.
Huh? Oh,
Not the right character for that.
Ooh, cross campaign shade.
Hey, look, Amaro's not a pirate.
no, she hasn't
yeah,
actually wronged us, and you know.
yeah. It's not like the princess.
Yeah.
Okay, asshole.
But now I
Well-
know that there's some really nice stuff down here that I didn't steal. So if we ever come back this way,
Shall we get going?
yeah, sounds good.
Okay. I will check on Gunther, untie him, and start getting our carriage ready for a journey.
Okay, as they head out, I want to hang back for a second, but like stealthily.
Kill her.
Is it that you don't want it to be obvious you're hanging back?
Cool.
Or
Yeah, I don't want it to be obvious I'm hanging back.
okay.
Not
But
obvious
it's
at
pretty
all.
obvious. No, not at all.
Your attempt to be not obvious is ducking behind barrels and then like nonchalantly leaning up against them. Is
And then-
everyone-
Okay, everybody,
Yeah,
let's go.
they leave
I have Eddie kind of crawl over onto one of the barrels, and I was like, just watch, just stay up there. Okay, everybody, let's go.
Okay,
And,
let's go.
We'll walk out.
Lyra, why are you standing there? Let's go.
Oh, I needed to have some girl talk with Dolores about Nesta really quick. So you guys just go ahead. I'm just gonna talk to her really quick.
Oh, okay. You do you. Leave.
Yeah.
I will go over to Desiel and I go, did you leave him in there? If you want to go check, just tell me. I'll keep
Yeah,
care of your body.
fair enough.
Right. Everyone else is left.
Yeah, I'll pop in and take a look.
Fucking hell. Okay, Eddie.
I hate Eddie. Desiel specifically reads my journal, spies on me.
The worst.
BBG the campaign.
The worst part is she doesn't even know.
No.
I don't know any
About
of
the
it.
journal, about
happen
Eddie,
at all.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
So what
turn
does
to
Eddie
Dolores.
see?
I'm gonna turn to Dolores. Like, so Dolores, you like your hair? It's really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. This professor guy
That's
is
the
like
icebreaker.
really.
It's
This
the ice.
professor guy.
You break the ice. Right turn.
Mm-hmm. Never see it coming.
Just side swipe the ice.
This professor guy, he's really smart and dangerous, right? Because I mean, professors are usually smart, and he's magical, so dangerous.
I should think so. Yes.
Okay. I kind of like my friends a lot, so I'm gonna ask you a weird question, and it's just so that I have a plan E. In case things go really wrong and we need a plan E. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know how to explain it better. Can you tell me something about yourself that would, like, if you said it, or somebody else hypothetically said it, they would definitely know it's you, Dolores?
This is Drew's fun. Just
Yeah, it
coming
took
up
Drew a second to realize what she's doing.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was the moment where I tried to think of how another person would react to that.
Mm-mm.
Tell me something about yourself that no one knows.
Yeah, it's
Maybe like a key phrase, a memory that you had with your non-friends under the professor's teaching. Like if you showed up and you're like, hey guys, it is I, Dolores. I have returned because I miss you. Or I really love learning from you. What would you say?
well, I wouldn't say any of that. I
Okay.
don't think.
Mhm.
I didn't talk much at all.
Okay.
While I was there, I mainly listened and did what I was told. There wasn't much to set me apart at all.
No, like, maybe a hidden phrase, like, that you need to say, like an initiation sort of thing, like.
No, he doesn't believe in those sorts of things. Thinks they're silly. And they don't work with college mages anyway. They can read your thoughts.
Wait, what? It's fine. I don't have a lot of thoughts anyways. Never mind. That doesn't matter. Right. So if Dolores was to return after seeing the error of her ways, she would walk in and be quiet and meek and say, I am so sorry. I have seen the errors of my ways. Please take me back. Kind of that feeling.
The closest you've gotten.
That's good enough. All right. Thanks, Dolores. And Esther, send him my best wishes. Lyra, just say Lyra sends you best wishes. Goodbye.
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye. I'll walk out.
All right. Assumingly followed by Eddie. And you all meet back up at the cart or at the carriage. The horse prepared, with Gunther prepared to go.
R.I.P. Eugene.
We don't know that he's dead yet.
Well,
We are
I'm
not
not
established
eager to
canonically either way.
I am definitely not eager to find out. So as good as dead.
Who are you saying?
Drew is
dead?
typing up. Eugene is dead.
Oh.
Eugene. Drew is typing up right now. Eugene's return as a phantom steed. He's gonna evolve to Pegasus and be like, "You didn't come back for me, bitch."
All right. Well, trying to find the music.
I return. I'm gonna turn to Deziel. He's the smartest one I know. And say, hey, Deziel. You're
Yes.
like wizard and you're smart, right?
As long as you don't make me roll for it, yes.
Ew! Can you read minds?
Not usually, no.
Okay. Now, if someone were to read a mind, if I just think like crickets, if I just think of the sound of crickets, would they just hear crickets?
Well, I suppose it depends on how skilled they are. If they are skilled enough to know that you are trying to think of the crickets, then they may be able to dig for what it is you're trying to hide.
Okay, cool.
But
thanks.
I don't know, since I cannot do it myself. I cannot be sure.
Okay.
Why did you ask?
Just curious. Should we go to Yothel? You know, it's been a while since I saw Yothel and kind of miss the town, the city.
It's been a while. Certainly. You know, last night we were speaking about trust. I look around. So, like, Amnail and Pepper not right up next to us at the moment, or?
They can be. I mean, I guess Amnail would be driving the horse.
Like, did you pull me aside to have this conversation, or are we just open, like, just?
No, I would have just openly had this conversation.
Okay. Then I won't say anything.
Conversation. What? Let's go. Fuck off.
You guys set off, or are
We
set
need
off?
another cart.
You need another
Need
cart.
horse.
What's wrong with the cart?
Oh, no, never mind. Well, it's just maybe we should just on the shopping list get another cart.
But then we have, it's bad enough. So we had 2 horses and 1 cart. Now we only have 1 horse and 1 cart. What the hell are we going to do with 1 horse and 2 carts?
Well, I was thinking we get another horse too. And a horse and a cart. We got to replace Eugene.
Oh, there's no place in Eugene.
Yeah, he was a hero. Apparently so.
Yeah.
But why do we need another cart? What's wrong with the cart?
No, the cart's great. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
No, but really, why do we need another cart? Another horse? You're right. We need another horse. But why another cart? I don't understand.
I opened the door. Oh, is the inside normal?
To be.
I check the wheels. Like I tap the wheels. Are they like fixed? Like are they like?
They seem structurally solid.
Come on, Pep. Is better if we find out there's something wrong here than in the middle of the road.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I just let's check this cart out. I have to go do that now.
What's wrong with the cart?
I don't know. Maybe it's not what's wrong with the cart. I'm gonna go with the cart.
Are you already drunk?
I don't understand.
No, I'm completely sober. I mean,
Thanks to you, no?
Well, I tried, but I clearly failed.
Lyra, did you know what he's acting about?
If I had to guess, I say the memory of Eugene haunts him so much that every time he looks at this card, he thinks of his heroic fall and mourns his dear beloved friend.
How empathetic of you.
Or he's just, I don't know, maybe he broke the cart and is afraid to tell us. I can't really be sure.
You didn't vomit in the cart, did you? I mean, this can be fixed easily. Okay.
Well, we're going to go then.
Yes,
There's
let's go.
nothing wrong.
I mean, the cart is a good memory not to take the cart and the horses and go carousing the countryside without the rest of us, because bad things happen.
Well, on our way then.
On your way then. It's about still relatively early in the morning, or closer to mid-morning when you leave. You either stop for lunch or eat on the road. And then early afternoon, as the forest, the kind of bland, samey forests break around you, and you start to climb up and up and up, and eventually the road is going along cliff faces, winding its way up into the higher plateaus of Ultram, or to the front steps of them, really. And then, as you crest the hill, there in the distance are the white walls of Yalva. And making your way towards the town, or towards the rather large city. More and more carriages are along you on the road, carts of all shapes and sizes, people walking, riding horses, donkeys. In and out, the hustle and bustle of the city begins before you even get to the city. You pass through the large main gates, which are flung wide open, onto the main thoroughfare. And welcome to Yalville.
Woohoo.
Home to the college, to Yalville College, the home of divination magic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Divination and chronergy, as it happens. Because those were the two closest that I could think of to fit them in.
Okay.
So, where do you guys want to go to first? I kind of know the town a little bit. I can take you to some cool places. What do you need?
I think our main priority was a smith and a arcane procedural shop, if I'm not mistaken.
And the
I
jeweler.
know.
It was paper supplies, yes?
Magical paper supplies.
Magical paper supplies.
Oh, just and looking at the the jewelry, the necklace and the earrings. Are there any nice pearls in either of the earrings or the necklace?
The necklace does have a rather large, nice pearl set at the bottom of it.
So, as we're right, because you said it takes a couple hours to get to Yalthil, right? I'm looking at the necklace while we're riding. I'm going to test it out.
Okay.
I would like to ritually cast Identify on the dagger from the cultist. That was magical.
Indeed. And you find that it is a +1 dagger.
Our first magical weapon is a goddamn dagger.
Two daggers.
2 + 1 daggers, yeah. That's right, because we got 2 of them, right?
And the armor. Is Pep wearing the armor?
The armor was not magical.
Armor was not magical.
The
flowers.
Flowers.
Oh,
had some magic.
yes. That makes sense. Okay.
Who has the flowers, by the way?
They're in Pep's inventory.
Gotcha.
Well,
So,
okay. Sorry, quick aside question, because I gave it to you and you haven't. You can keep it. It's just that I want to know: are you carrying an 8-foot stick, Lara?
Oh yeah, you gifted it to me. You think I would give away a gift?
Oh, not at all. I was just wondering if you were going to bond to it, like you bond to that short sword, because that would be quite hilarious.
I mean, can I do one in each hand?
Well, good luck. If I couldn't handle that thing in one hand.
So a maybe. Got it.
Okay.
I'm adding a glaive to my inventory.
Okay, and I'm taking my glaive off of mine.
So, the necklace, does it seem...
The glaive economy. Sorry, yes?
Oh, no. Sorry for interrupting. Does the necklace seem to be rather adorned with other... Like, was it basically just like a pearl pendant, or is there like still more to the necklace besides the pearl?
Yeah, there are more smaller pearl. It's a pearl necklace.
Gotcha.
There are smaller pearls around the larger, more opulent pearl.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Do you mind if we go to the smith first? Because I think that might entail a bit more money, and just in case we know if we need to make some sort of commissioned work where it might take a little bit more time, it might behoove us to go there first. Do you know any smiths in the town, Lara?
Oh yeah, I know a great one. You see this armor I'm wearing? it kind of, helped me out with this, so right this way.
Desio kind of butts in. We have magical weapons. The dagger from the cultists is a magical dagger. I have identified it.
What does it do?
Dagger.
It cuts very well.
Magically?
Like it is.
That's it?
Just it. Just it is. It
Oh,
hits.
lame.
It hits more easily. It will hit more easily. It will do more damage. It's like a. It seeks your target. But, when you're wielding it, it helps you wield it better.
I don't know. It seems kind of like not so magical, just more like skilled. But okay.
Okay.
Good for
No,
you.
I'm simply saying it's a magical dagger. But it's no broken sword by any means. But
Or broken glaive.
yes,
Yeah.
but it is a magical dagger. If just so we know. I think Tempest might have use for one, but
Yes.
she's unusually quiet at the moment. So I'll speak with her maybe later in town.
So, to the smith.
The Smith.
All right.
Fuck you. You know I can't look at Discord while I'm streaming.
Be assured it's very funny.
That's pretty good.
It's the I've connected the two dots.
I pulled it up on my laptop.
Connected them. It's a magical weapon. Just
It
the way
is.
you said, I've identified it.
Well, he's happy. He's proud. He finally was able to do this thing.
Absolutely.
One of
Just the way you said it reminded me of that.
Well, do we find the smith?
You do. Lyra leads you off the main road, down a few smaller side streets, into a less busy area of town.
Sketchy as hell.
What's that?
Is the area sketchy?
No, it's still, you're not that far off the road. It's just this is the town rather than the touristy part of the town.
Okay, gotcha.
To Arlong's crafted weapons. You hear the
Arlong.
sounds of a forge as you enter. You see a rather unconventional elven man, still tall and with distinctive ears, and although the hair is cut short, and you're used to seeing, especially in Alterim, elves slender and fair. This elf does not near meet that description. He is obviously covered in soot, and all up his arms is blackened with the heat of the forge, and then the tan of it. The muscles just ripple up and down his arms. He is just hammering away at a press plate as you enter.
Well, good
Hello.
afternoon.
Hey again.
Do I know you?
Yeah, you helped me with this. It's helped me quite a lot to not die, so thanks.
Well, my armor gets the work done.
That's useful. Well, yes, we are seeking to know a bit about your prices for armors. Do you also work on forging weapons?
Armors, weapons, utensils.
Okay. You see, myself, and I look over at Lyra. You use leather armor, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have interest in like a heftier armor, or
Me?
yes?
Okay. Let me tell you my vision, alright? I want to look like mighty adventurer who's strong and powerful.
Okay. Does that involve metal armor?
Do strong, brave adventurers have metal armor?
Some of them do.
And yes. And also a shield.
Yes. Well, what type of armors do you have that aren't full body but still metal armor?
Metal armor, but not all of it.
Yes. You could consider it a half plate of armor.
Oh, well, I don't have anything like that on hand. Yalthal's not really the place for people who wear heavy armor.
I imagined.
I
But
could always craft it. It would take
do you
time.
do you have an idea of how much that might run us?
And remember the friends discount.
I don't have that. And if I did, you wouldn't get it.
Oh. The returning customer discount.
Again, I don't know who you are.
The I'm your free advertisement discount. Look, I brought you customers discount. What about, hey, you look really handsome today discount?
Is this a prank from
No,
somebody
it
else?
is
She's doing a thing, right?
No, she's just trying to be nice to you.
Like
and you're
somebody
being
sent from the
dick.
college to mess with me.
Not at all. We're not even.
We're
from
trying
here.
and we're trying to get rejected from college actually, so
No, we are not.
Yeah.
No more.
oh,
Yeah, no.
never mind. We were going to, but never mind.
Armor.
Armor.
With the
Yeah,
discount.
let's stick with
We-
armor. Half plate. It's gonna cost you.
If we weren't getting the discount,
Again, look, I understand that it might be hefty price, but at least I gotta know what the price is.
Materials, forge time, profit. 700 gold pieces.
That is probably a bit beyond our abilities at the moment. And maybe something lighter, something like this, like chain.
Or a shield, perhaps. She says she wants a shield, no?
yeah,
Shields
it
are
looks
not
really cool.
Shields are not
What
so
kind of
expensive.
shield?
We are very poor for our level of adventurers. We cannot afford very much.
So we should get the poor discount. Eh?
You know,
Where is the Tempest to give a 59-second slap when we need her?
do you have shields, Lyra? Is there any particular shields you would like?
Okay. Let me tell you my vision. One that is really scary and strong and beautiful.
Does it have to work? Because
Yes.
that's really what I do. I make stuff that works.
Okay,
We can
yes.
do
Super
I mean,
pretty or
as long as
scary,
it's
it works.
strong and working is good, then we can make it beautiful. No, Tempest can make it beautiful,
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
and you can mount the skull of some wonderful creature on it to make it scary.
Ooh.
Or what you do with it. That's up to you.
Sure. Are there shields on hand, or would you need to craft it?
Oh, I've got shield. They're on the wall here.
Oh. Oh,
Yes, and he just pulls a simple kite shield. Just flat, matte metal.
Lyra, do you want a shield?
Okay, hold on. I'll put it on. Do I look really cool?
Like ice.
I'll take it. How much?
5 gold pieces.
Whoa. I can pay that.
Okay. Is Lyra breaking up for everyone else?
Slightly.
Occasionally.
Okay. All right.
Oh, really?
It's freezing every
Might-
freezing every
Just
now and then.
freezing every now and then. No, we can hear
Oh,
you.
just
Yeah.
the
though.
video?
It's just
We
the
can hear
okay,
you
video.
just
okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
There you
I'll
go.
pull out. Oh shit! I'll pull out my
Yeah.
5 gold pieces, and I won't give it to him. I'll be like, wait. How about this? You can put your logo on my shield, and so when everyone sees how great I am, they'll know to come to you. For 4 gold.
Do you want me to do more work for less money?
I don't know how this works. Okay, fine. I'll just give him 5 gold.
Strange woman.
Well, okay. I actually have a bit of a commissioned work for you. I would like for you to inform me on its viability. I would like to make a sword with the handle. It has a bit of a detailed look where it kind of swirls around, and I describe him a sword. I'm not going to spend like 2 minutes describing a sword. I'll send that information to you later. But it's just basically metal details with imagery, basically. And a long blade, where in the blade it curves and makes almost like a double forked hook. And it has a skull at the end of the pommel.
You want me to make that?
If you can, if you would like to. Because I figure you don't have one of those in hand, just in case.
Is there like
No, I don't.
a blacksmith or something? You don't seem to like working with metal.
I like making weapons
Oh, okay.
and armor.
Never mind.
I work around a college. They're all concerned about appearances. So they all want something fancy on their shield or a little carving on their armor, you know.
What regular swords do you have ready for purchase?
All sorts. Short swords, long swords, great swords.
Could you provide me that one? And I point to one of the largest great swords that they have.
Good choice. Yes, this one is almost my pride and joy. Although, not really.
I'll take it. It's quite heavy. It is a good point. Pep, you seem to be the best fighter amongst us. May I pick your brain for something?
Sure.
Do you
Why do you
feel
think
that
it's heavy? It only weighs 6 pounds.
I am made of paper, my good sir. I have a condition. Why do you think I'm so pale? Do you think I should prioritize being bulkier or hitting harder?
I mean, take another drink. I just do what's fun, you know, and I like hitting things. I don't know if you know, you like hitting things, but
Yeah.
that's how I knew I liked you know, punch people. Is I punched someone and I was like, wow, that felt really good. You know?
Well, that is a great motivator. It is a chore having to stash away my weapons every time I need to cast something. or even if I want to take out his shield. Sir, would you mind helping me to one of the long swords? And I give him back his giant ass sword.
Sure. Still want it fancied up?
See first how it balances. And I'll take my shield from underneath my cloak and I'll take the sword. This seems better. I will not use your sword. Do you mind if I ask my friend to try to hit me really quickly? I just want to test my ability of using the shield with this. Not very.
Okay.
Lara, hit me.
Okay. I'm gonna use the glaive he gave me to hit.
Wow, this is really good.
Better
if
than
you're-
Greed Flame Blade.
Well, you could. It's a melee weapon.
True.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, nah. Try again. Come on.
Okay, all right. I need
No,
some
like,
time with the
like,
glaive.
hit him like you mean it. Like, he can take it. Imagine he's a 3.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
Well, tall like one, I guess.
Not feeling it. You guys, I think I need time with the glaive, so I'll take out my short sword.
Yeah.
Well,
So you bat the glaive away once, and then she swings it back, and you hook. You kind of almost hook underneath the blade and like flick it out, and then to your surprise, the resistance is just gone. As she lets go of the glaive, and you kind of swing open a little bit, and you see her reach down, stepping forward, and draw the sword in one motion, and just cut up, slicing up your forearm.
Okay, that's fun. Shit. Okay. That hurts. How much did that hurt, DM?
Oops. I thought you could take it.
It hurt.
No, I can take it. That's the shopkeep must think we're insane.
Want me to hit you again?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I like the shopkeep. He asks us to hit him a lot with magic, with blades, with whatever. It's a penitent thing.
Honestly,
One of those Palladians.
Yeah, no, it's more of a castigation fetish he has.
Oh.
I wouldn't even know what a fetish is. Otherwise, I'd be very pissed at you.
Good.
So, how much is for the sword? No embellishments.
No embellishments. It's yours for 7 gold.
With embellishments?
Depends on the embellishments.
The ones previously described? Changing a bit the pommel and the handle of the blade. We can keep the blade intact for now.
For now. Don't know what you do without an intact blade, so I'd hope so. Although, it seems like you got sliced by a not very intact blade, so what do I know? That would add another 6 gold pieces.
Do you have a timetable for when you could get these arrangements done?
Oh. 2 days.
3 days.
I said 2
Considering-
days. I don't know if that came through.
Still. Considering our current track record, we haven't been sticking anywhere for longer than like 2 days, so.
I mean, we're gonna be here for a minute. I assume.
Well, until some trouble finds us, which seems to be quite
Oh.
frequent.
Or we accidentally go to another plane again. Got it.
Yes, kind of like that. I'll take the sword. If anything, I can just come back for embellishments later.
Fine by me.
Cool. So 7 gold, 8 gold,
7 gold. Yep.
7 gold. That is exactly half the amount of gold that I have on me
Desiel
right now.
pulls out the pouch, and we discussed this, no? We are, and he'll he'll give over 7 gold, and then he'll count out 5 gold and put it in Lyra's hand. Here, for your shield.
2 gifts in 1 day. Wow. This is awesome.
Well, about that. Okay, so I will take my longsword. Well, I think I have purchased what I wanted from the smith. If you guys want anything.
Pep, was there anything you want?
Nope, I'm good.
You have your armor, correct? You don't really use shields, do you? You kind of need both hands for punching, right?
I don't need any of this fancy stuff.
Okay. There you go.
It was a chain shirt, right, by the way?
Yeah. Change shirt.
Perfect.
Well, I guess we should get going then.
Okay, did you want to do the spell stuff or the whatever other stuff?
Spell stuff. Desiel has been walking around with a few things for a while. He told me he needed some supplies.
Wait. Oh, wait, before we go.
Tempest is wanting some things as well.
Mr. Shopkeep, how much for this? And I'll pull out the princess's tiara.
I believe we are going somewhere that might give you a better use for that than a weaponsmith.
Oh, I like wink at you,
Yeah, that-
thinking that you're trying to make a deal or discount or something. Yes, our business will go elsewhere.
Right. That looks like about 20 silvers worth of silver by weight.
Yes, exactly. We'll go to a jeweler, no? And this is get you more for your tiara.
This is why you're the smart one. To the spell shop.
Or to the jewelry shop. Actually, let's go to the jewelry shop first.
I have a confession to make. I've never shopped for jewelry, so that stuff we're gonna have to ask around for, cause
Mr. Blacksmith, do you know where there's a jeweler in the area? High end.
Yeah. There's one across from. Yeah, it's right across from Pens, Paper, and Ink.
I know that shop.
Fort Wizard's Jeweler, or something like that.
How convenient.
What
Everything
wizard's
you
jeweler?
want.
Fort Wizard's Jeweler, I don't
Fort
know,
Wizard's
it's something like that.
Very well, thank you very much. So, do you know where the paper shop is now? So the jeweler is across the street.
Okay, this way. Guidance to the paper shop.
He's farther into the city, closer to the college. And yes, in kind of a small square, kind of a market square away from the market square, there are a number of shops, one of which being the Pens, Paper, and Ink shop called Pens, Paper, and Ink.
Question. Is it pens as in writing utensils, or is it a guy named Pen who owns a paper and ink shop?
It is P-E-N-S,
Okay.
Pens.
Not P-E-N-N apostrophe S.
No, no.
Paper and ink. Okay.
That would be a joke I would make.
Yes, it's
Pen and tellers, paper and
exactly.
ink shop.
Oh, you saw right through me.
So across the way is a jewelry shop, Port
Across
Wizards.
the way is well, it's called the Cartesian Wizards jeweler, but close enough.
Well, shall we go visit the Wizards jeweler?
Yeah, you guys should take the lead on this one. Shop's a little fancy.
Desiel, you go, because honestly,
Okay. Well then.
I'll act like I'm your bodyguard.
Perhaps gonna go take a look around. I'll let you guys shop.
Look on where, sorry?
I just want to like look around the general area. I mean, the college is. Can we see the college from here? I'll go check out, look around the college, not go to the college.
Okay, you're only a few streets away from kind of the outer boundary. The college is part of the city, although there is kind of a 8-foot fence that kind of runs along.
So it's like a campus on its own within the city.
Yes, like plunked in the middle of the city. So the roads lead in through gates, but it's nominally delineated from the city. Like this area is the college, as opposed to just the whole city.
Yeah, I just want to I'll just take like a passing glance around, just like, oh, like, is there anything interesting happening? But if it just looks like a campus, yeah, I'll just wait for my friends.
Perhaps taking a walk. The rest of you going into the jewelers?
Yeah, I'm going to pull out a little feather and cast Eagle's Splendor on myself before we do.
And as I see him casting that, I'll go, well, then let's make that a party, and I'll cast Guidance.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, I also cast Eagle Split.
Triple advantage.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, I didn't even prepare that today.
I don't even, is that a cleric spell?
Yes.
Actually, Desiel, since you seem really, I don't know, like good at this stuff, I'll just come back. I'll hand you the princess's tiara. I'll just come back and pick you guys up. I actually have a quick errand to run as well.
You sure you don't want to do this? Okay.
I'm a little intimidated, so you guys have fun.
Okay.
Two of you go in?
Yeah, I'm going to mark that off. Alright, we go in.
And you walk to this immaculately clean jewelry shop. Jewels and gold and silver just glittering from every angle. As you walk in, the shopkeeper, a rather short for an elf, at least the elves you've seen around here, slender man with very pale, almost silvery skin.
What the hell?
And long white hair that is delicately braided down his back. Holding a rather large ruby. Looks that he's kind of examining on this table. Welcome. How may I help you?
Well, sorry, I went to switch us to the non-battle map screen, and with
it's okay. Next time.
with Cat gone, all the windows are.
Yeah.
This is. Let me turn this down. Okay. Well, we have some jewelry. We were wondering if perhaps you would be interested.
I buy jewelry, I sell jewelry.
Well, he will show. Lyra just had the tiara, right?
Yeah.
So first he'll show the tiara, the princess's tiara.
May I?
Yes, of course. I don't know if you deal in this sort of thing. I mean, this is made for royalty. This is very high-end type of jewelry.
Indeed it is. It is immaculately fashioned. So thin, yet no sign of a hammer anywhere. It was quite the silversmith who put this together. How did you come across it?
It was a reward for services rendered. It's a very wealthy and influential family.
Indeed, quite the erudite gift.
I am keeping an extreme eye. If this guy so much as tries to swipe this or change it for something else, I'm just looking. No, I don't have any weapons. I'm just looking.
You bless me with such delicate beauty that you bring here. You said you're looking to sell, not merely get it appraised.
I don't know. Appraisal, I believe, would be a good place to start.
Yes, very good. Well, he takes out a very delicate silver instrument. You can see a tuning fork. And he kind of places a cloth out on the table, very fine cloth. Places the tiara on top of it, and just ding, strikes the tuning fork against it. You can almost see the ripples of sound go out from it. This is not an ordinary tuning fork. He holds to his ear. It is pure, yes. I expected as much, although you can never be too careful.
Yes, of course. But we were told that if anybody in the city or surrounding areas could appreciate such beauty, that it would be you, and you would give us, fair and honest information in return. So.
Indeed. He's like half listening to you, half examining. It is pure silver.
Yeah, I'm just trying to butter him up.
Extremely fine workmanship. It looks old, yet not tarnished in the slightest. This is a family heirloom, if I had to guess. From a very rich, extremely wealthy family.
Well, it was made for royalty, you could say.
Yes, one could certainly say. Where did you come across it? I know of no royalty around here.
We have traveled across the plains, across the continents. We are very well traveled. And so we have provided services, we have helped, and this was given while services were being provided. It was not stolen, if that's what you're asking, and the individual is alive and well. Well, last we knew her. I hope she is.
I wouldn't suggest such a thing of a prospective seller.
No, but simply, I know you clearly are a very classy business person and would not ask these things, but I simply thought finding such a thing in a place like this, who knows where one might come across it. And since you asked, I thought I would assure you there is no concern to be had.
It does not seem elven silver. The elven style is a bit more extravagant. This is human or dwarven in design. Possibly third era before the blessing. I could see this were you to sell it going for upwards of 3,000 gold pieces.
Interesting. And are they matching? Like, does the necklace and the earrings are matching each other, but they don't seem to be like a set with the tiara, correct? I assume,
No.
or maybe they're not even matching each other. I don't know.
They are complementary, although not matching.
Right, okay.
The earrings are kind of this pearlescent sheen metal.
Gotcha.
The necklace is of pearls itself.
And so he'll reach under his cloak and actually pull the pearl necklace out, like detach it where he was wearing it and lay that down, and then slide the pair of earrings as well. And these, do you think?
Well, earrings, and he picks one up and kind of holds it to a lantern. Certainly expensive, yes, although not nearly matching the value of that tiara. I'm sure you can imagine. I think I would give 100 for the set.
Of earrings.
You could expect as much from a buyer. Yes, of the earring.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Does he seem like he's greeting over these things? Oh, sorry. I was checking my shit. Let me go back to my thing. Insight. Come on. Oh, the last time I rolled an insight was a 1, so it can't get any fucking worse. Yeah, that's pretty good.
26. Yeah.
26. He's a salesman. He's not like obviously just gouging you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not laughing at you behind your back, but
yeah. No, I get it.
He comes across as a salesman. He's trying to get what he
The
thinks
best deal.
is his best deal. Although he doesn't come across as like a used car salesman would. You know, he is someone who cares about his reputation, and so he is kind of offering a minimum reasonable amount.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything just yet.
So, see, now I feel bad. You said what you would offer. I'm asking for an appraisal. So what are they actually worth? Come on. I mean, we brought you the tiara. You seem appreciative of that.
You have brought me a pretty tiara to look at.
Yes. Well, we're asking for all of these things to be appraised. We are told you are a fair individual for appraising. So not what you would give us, but what are they worth?
As I said, they are worth in the neighborhood of 100, 120 gold pieces for the set. They seem to come from a larger range. These would be somewhere in the middle of the smaller and less gaudy, and to the larger and more extravagant. If you had with you the entire set, they may be more valuable, but these alone. 100
What's the
pieces
ring?
is a reasonable estimate. Sorry?
Sorry, how much were the earrings?
He said around 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
And for the necklace?
The necklace? Oh, bit bawdy for my taste, I'm afraid. Pearls are not the height of elven sophistication. Perhaps in Elysia or Escura, even Opleana, you could expect 500 or 600, but around here there's very little demand for them, I'm afraid. But you ask for a fair appraisal? 500.
Very well. But there is no demand for them around here, you say?
Not in Alterin.
So he'll take that and he'll put the pearl necklace back on and tuck it under his clothes. Okay. So, what would you give us for the tiara and the earrings?
Are you asking me to make you an offer?
Yes, I am.
He gives you a little smile. Very well.
I'm offering you the opportunity to acquire such a rare and exquisite piece of art.
How generous of you. 2,600 for the set. The earrings and the tiara.
Come on now. I thought you could appreciate it.
We found a rare case where the sum is equal to less than the total is equal to less than the sum of the parts.
Come on now. I thought you were, a man who could appreciate such a fine and exquisite piece of art. I mean,
Hidayah? That's my
so is
offer.
this? I mean, we can do the haggling and the back and forth and whatnot, but truly, just like can we skip that, or do you want us to do the song and dance?
Oh, but the dance is so fun.
Okay, well, since as you say, you have not seen something of this sort, and you cannot find anything of this sort for anywhere nearby. It has traveled across the plains.
Allegedly.
Yeah, well, it has. I mean, we are to take each other at each other's word, or we are not. I mean, come on, I come to you, as if you throw these words as allegedly and things like that, this is disappointing, this is insulting. I mean, what is this? I do not say allegedly about your business and the things you are saying. Why do you wish to insult me? What have I done?
I am sorry to have touched a nerve, sir.
I mean, I have been respectful, I have been nice. Have I not?
I suppose so.
So, since this is a thing that has crossed the plains, that you cannot find anywhere in the area, and we are doing the dance, I suppose. What did he say? 2,600? 20. I could let you have it for 3,600.
He picks the tiara up again and kind of pretends that he's examining it.
Do you want to make a persuasion roll?
Yeah, go ahead and do that first.
Plus What is it? D4 for guidance. So
Really
19.
using that Eagle Splendor.
Yeah.
19?
Yeah, it didn't do anything for me. The advantage. It's like, great, thanks.
Literally nothing.
Nope.
Well, I suppose you've caught me at a bit of a slip. But a man still has to conduct a business. I don't think I could give it to you, or I could take it for a wink over 33.
But at the same time, just having this piece in your shop will draw others who want to come and witness its splendor, no? Just having it here is a prestige, is a thing for you. And it will be prestigious, it will bring you customers, it will bring you business. I mean, certainly that is worth something as well, no?
Boss, may I inquire something?
By all means. Have you noticed
I
anything?
No, I will whisper in your ear, Dazel. Maybe if he can get a diamond, I think I finally have been able to unlock a few things, but it would require diamond dust. Round about this big. I've heard it's about 300 gold pieces, so maybe 33 in the diamond. That could be useful.
Do you need the diamond or the dust?
Well, I can make it into dust myself.
Diamonds are pretty easy to break.
Yeah. Well,
But
magic,
yeah.
fantasy.
Well, you don't deal in pearls. I assume. I look around. You deal in diamonds, no? I mean, obviously, with wizards and jewelry and everything.
Diamonds are my specialty, apart from silver. I have the finest diamonds you'll see, well, anywhere. Are you interested? Seems you have me outnumbered.
Well, okay. For the 3,300 gold, you can have all of this for the 3,300 gold, and perhaps a diamond worth about 300.
Might I ask what the use of the diamond should be? It is only proper the diamond should fit the pearl. I would be no self-respecting jeweler if I did not make such a match.
No, certainly. It would be used for saving the life of another.
Ah. As a spell component, then?
Indeed.
Need it be in particular condition?
So long as it is more or less worth the amount, I believe that would suffice, no?
I think I've just the thing to seal this bargain.
Avada
He kind of walks around to a nice cabinet. It's out a drawer and then pulls out a very rough cut looking diamond. Like it's big. As diamonds go, looks like it still would be valuable just on weight alone, but it looks like whoever cut it.
It's not really jewelry material, yeah.
Right. This isn't really something that you would put
exactly,
in.
yeah.
An apprentice of mine slipped when he was cutting this. A shame it was to be his crowning glory, quite literally. As such, he shall have to wait his turn again. But I think this, places down on the table, shall serve your purposes quite perfectly. There is even a fault line along one edge that might make it useful should you need to break up the diamond for whatever reason.
Indeed.
But it is strong enough to handle the energy of the weave.
May I
It is only right.
pick it up and look at it? Hand it to Amnea.
I will attempt to check the diamond out.
Does it? I mean, is that what you like? Do you need a diamond or diamond dust? Like, would it work as a spell component, basically?
It doesn't need to be a dust. It can be just the complete diamond.
That should work, no?
Yes,
Okay.
you can still keep cash flow in your business, and we're both satisfied with the trade.
Well, would you hold on to that? No? And I guess the 3,300 gold I will take. In whatever measures you wish to provide.
Of course. And he walks over to like a small leather-bound book, and he kind of rips out looks like a strip of silk that has things written on it. He takes an ink pen and kind of writes something out and hands to you. You may take this to the bank. For the amount, I don't carry quite so much with me. At least not in gold. But you will find this more than worth.
I kind of give Amniel the glance of, like, I'll take it. And I'll kind of give Amniel the glance of, like, this guy legit. Like, I'll do my own insight check, but I'm giving Amniel the
Yeah,
glance.
I'll also participate in this. Pretty decent.
This is a man concerned first and foremost
With his reputation.
with reputation.
Yeah.
It would not behoove him to go around
Scamming people.
Yeah.
scamming, sending checks that are going to bounce.
Well, it is a pleasure doing business with you, my friend. What was your name?
You may know me as Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you. And if in our travels we come across anything else as rare and precious and find ourselves passing through here again, we will be sure to pay you a visit.
I would be honored.
Good day, sir.
Good day to you.
I said good day, sir.
All right, and that is where we're going to wrap up tonight.
Cool.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next week, where hopefully we should be at full power all the way around.
7:30. 7:30.
Yes. 7:30.
So basically,
on the dot.
the time when we've been starting.
Right.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Except now it's listed on there,
Yeah.
Yes.
full stop.
Well,
And
see you
regardless
guys.
of who's ready, we're going live at 7:30.
Yeah.
Unless whoever sets the stream up isn't ready, I guess.
Ah.
Then there's
All right. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you. See you next week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.